A long time I go live on long time I go live on TikTok, you know. Well, let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it. Whoa, wait a minute. Why me not hear my box? Hold on there. It is connected, but it's not. Okay, it should be good now. Should be good now.
Last night, let's check in on the Clippers and Rockets playing the first of a back-to-back in Houston. Well, into a dome sets up for All-Star Weekend.
Welcome, guys. Welcome. Please like and share the video. And for those on YouTube, remember the thumbs up button is right here on your screen. Just smash that for me. I don't know if anybody was prepared for this, but you know, a lot of people was warning us about, you know, the prophets were warning us about this. This year in particular. Andre with the famous quote from last year, be prepared for what is come, and for what is to come, be prepared. Now, I am of the opinion that I don't think anybody can truly prepare for what is to come outside of asking God to intervene. I don't really think nobody can really prepare for what is to come, because Jamaica is set to be hit by a lot of different storms, a lot of different disasters. And the latest disaster is the Jamaica Labour Party third term. People might say, oh, you know, on a still bit over September 3rd. I really don't care what people have to say in regards to that. Because our warning about choose Jamaica, yeah, the warning about that, about all the deception from the Andrew Jones-led government, you guys did not heed the warning. You took bribes. You took your $5,000 and your $10,000 and your $15,000, and you voted against, you know, just good sense. You voted against good governance. You voted against integrity. You voted against honesty, transparency. You guys voted against all of that. So hear what now. The new taxes are the final poison to one, either eliminate Jamaican people or force them into submission. And I'm strictly talking about the poor. Because for years, Andrew and his government has lied to us and said that. That's why the thumbnail say, a lie don't care who tell it. The man has lied to us and told us that this government has never imposed any new taxes. That was never true. It was never true when they said it, and it was never true before this taxation come. It was never true, ladies and gentlemen. You understand? Never true. And one of the things that really bother me still, I'm not telling the line, is the people, the support of them. I mean, is it like a disease where people just lie to themselves and lie to others? There's a lady that was on an interview with TVJ, and I'm telling you, it is man, listen, some things that lady said, I was like, wait a minute. Does the JLP have a disease called delusion? Me, I wonder if the Prime Minister is sick in her head. And I'm being very, very serious. I cannot be more serious. Me, I wonder if the man actually sick, like have a mental sickness, and he's not diagnosed. Because when you look at the taxes, right? Me have to ask myself a question. Let's say, hold on. How the Prime Minister said this taxation is not going to affect the poor. The man has found a way to affect even us, the vloggers. The man has found a way to tax. We were the online. That this government did not create any jobs and did not create opportunity for us here. How are you doing, Joan? This government did not create any jobs and opportunity for us, right? And we went out there and created for ourselves. And yeah, God, wonderful.
Cannot liberate.
Right, hold on, them people, make me find the clip, cause I want to find that exact clip here, because I tell you, say, Father God, no, so them people are sick in the head. Listen to this. No, something wrong. Oh, this so low.
Banter.
Something wrong, man.
And last night.
Oh, okay, alright. I know what to do then. Nothing wrong, I just the audio upon my girl is video low.
We go to a developing store.
Audio upon her video low. It's all good. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good. It's all good. Here with see lady at Jesus.
And it was fanfare on Duke Street as supporters of the JLP and PNP showed out in their numbers and colors. Here's Romano Lyons with that report.
Duke Street painted green and orange. Here, earrings.
Shoes, Jamaica.
Shoes, the sidewalk special. Banter,
Bangarang, when I see you back in a Labour Party.
graphic.
That was the first lie. Them not deal with Bangarang in a Labour Party. Them party is filled with Bangarang. Scandal, corruption, nepotism, cronyism. The most kleptocratic government formed ever in our history at Jamaica. Mighty God.
Nobody else but PMP. Push and me have a house. From the 19 I own my house, video garden.
Political Toy Story, a cowboy, Johnny Bravo, and Miss Burchell all dolled up. But all excitement came to a pause for the national anthem. It even triggered.
Understand, as a Labour right, you have to have everything green. Only thing that is not green is your armpits.
So I'm a Dayachi. Come on.
Me coulda never green dog, be no chocho. Ha, 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 ho, ho. Underpants, Bolo.
Of the People's National
armpit no green. Get away.
Party. So I have to out here to support my MP and my followers.
And the word of the day, even outside of Parliament, has been taxes. They say reading makes the man, but it angers this woman's spirit.
We expand new taxes. What kind of taxes? Finance Minister said taxes. What the hell, Bruce? Hey, Bruce, at Jamaica, be dead.
JLP supporters say otherwise.
Listen to this.
He expected it or not a good time?
Well, respect it.
Why?
Why?
Question deferred to teammate.
You know, all the young people out there, I want to apologize in advance. Individuals like this is who has failed the nation. They have failed the nation. The man said expect the taxes them, and he was asked why him expect the taxes them. And him don't know why. Him tag a next Labour right and say tag your it. Now we think say somebody sensible can talk right now, you know. But why them expect the taxes, you know? I go, how are you doing, some unknown, Libra? And I go back to when we had the protests and them, the TVJ lambasted right? The PMP. So how comes them not expose them two people here? How comes the person where capture this never have nothing cute to say? Isn't this dunceness personified? Remember when they had the protest, guys? Right? To protest Dennis Chung, and they interviewed some people in the crowd, TVJ, a few people, and the whole point of it was to expose that the people them don't know what they were protesting about. That was their point, you know. That's what TVJ did, you know. Zane, who remember? Am I the only one that remembers? So look at this man now saying him expect tax.
JLP supporters say otherwise.
He expected it or not a good time?
Well, we expect it.
Why?
And why?
The man was asked a question why. And him go and ask somebody else why. Clearly he's being used. Clearly he's being fed narratives. Clearly he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Clearly. Right? And these are the people that are die-hearted supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party. These are the people that fail the country, you know. Outside of the politician, you know. These are the people that actually, yeah man, hero circle, yeah, exactly, Roran. These are the people that, because of them, we are going to get one of the wickedest taxation we ever get in our life. Anybody can say what they want to say, and I'm going to tell you something. You see, if Jamaica did repent and follow and profit them, Hurricane Melissa wouldn't lick we. And you see, if Hurricane Melissa did even lick we, Hurricane Melissa, we wouldn't be that bad. Once we had God behind us, Jamaica would have out of the woods already better than how he is now. As a matter of fact, if the PMP was in government, the people would be in a better place, especially in the most affected areas. People that get back their house and dip on their foot are ready. Me not ask Christ. What me say me not do? Me not ask Christ. Because first of all, you see NHT, even at the new budget that's coming up, the NHT money wouldn't be funding the budget. That 11.4 billion, yeah man, it would be used to rampantly help people get them own housing. I already know what the PMP had plans for where housing is concerned. You understand? But this is amazing, man. The man say we expect it, and then the man say why, and him can't explain why, and then him ask the lady why. Listen to what the lady said.
Question deferred to teammate.
Why? Why? Because I'm doing good.
Jamaica, I am sorry. I cannot. I'm sorry. It is too much. Like the first word that come out of the lady mouth are nonsense. The reason why Andrew Honest is taxing the hell out of the poor people is because he's doing good. Not my word. Not my word, you know. It's because he's doing good. Make it make sense.
But see the bed in my honest in fixed hospital, no police crime.
Jamaica, which hospital owners fix up? Somebody please tell me. Which hospital Andrew own it? Wagwan CP3. What's up, my brother? Georgina. It is a cult. These people are cult followers. I can't even call them die-hearted anymore. These are cult followers. I couldn't be here speaking on things about the PMP that are a lie that they did or did not do. I cannot do that. Oh, and guys, do remember that the super chat is open. Right? The super chat is open. Yes. Yes. Thank God. Yes. The super chat is open. People on TikTok, y'all know what to do. Get the taps up for me now. Where's the top team? The lady said that, Yo, this is amazing, bro.
Why?
Why? Because I'm doing good. I see the bed in my honest, in fixed hospital, no police crying again.
Well, the ones behind her aren't crying.
The lady said no police is crying again. Ladies and gentlemen, it's just the other day the police came out crying. You know, I have to find the clip. I really got to find the clip at this point because we cannot accept this type of behavior from our citizens. Like, this cannot be endorsed. Literally, one of the heads of the police, the JDF representative, blasted the government and said, look at our performance. Where's our money? We need our money. And I'm going to see if I can find the clip. I don't remember if it was like a week ago. But the police are obviously not happy. CP3, respect, bro. Yes, finally CP3, you know, the super chat is available because that wasn't available at one point. Big up yourself, bro. But the lady came out and she said, JSF on track to meet, blah, blah, blah. Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to go and play this.
First time police and teacher and them
don't go no further. Listen to this. I found it. Listen to this. Listen to this.
The Police Federation has renewed its call for improved wages for rank and file members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. The chairman, Sergeant Arlie McBean, while pointing to gains made, says commendations alone are not enough.
The 2025-2026 fiscal year is slowly coming to an end, and already there have been discussions about wage negotiations. This was Chairman of the Police Federation, Sergeant Arlie McBean, at an awards ceremony in the St. Catharines South Police Division on Friday.
We wish the Honorable Minister of Finance a happy new year and remind her that March 31st, 2026 would have been 1 year from the expected contract period of 2025-2027.
In a dramatic moment, the chairman pulled out her own paycheck, addressing an issue which some police officers have long complained about.
Sometimes when you look at this, there is nothing to buy your next meal for yourselves and your family.
Well, the ones behind her aren't.
Fixed hospital, no police crying again.
Well, the ones
Have long complained about.
Sometimes when you look at this, there is nothing to buy your next meal for yourselves and your family.
Yo, I gotta clip this up, bro. I gotta clip this up, bro. No, bro, this is terrible. I gotta clip this up. I gotta clip this up, man. This is wow. 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 I gotta clip this up, bro. I'm sorry, ma'am. I you know, I don't want to do you like this, but yeah, I gotta clip this up, boy. I'm gonna make this is. We're gonna make an example out of it. No, you cannot do this. You cannot do this, ma'am. You are wrong for this, ma'am. You should have never came out and said this type of stuff on the internet when we have the facts and evidence. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way, all right?
Hey, welcome to Jamaica with them.
JLP supporters say otherwise.
He expected it.
Hi, Carlene. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Well, respect it.
Why?
Why?
Question deferred to teammate.
Why?
Why? Because I'm doing good. I see the bed in my honest, in fixed hospital, no police crying again.
Well, the ones behind her aren't crying.
First, I'm doing good. I see the bed in my honest, in fixed hospital, no police crying again.
The Police Federation has renewed its call for improved wages for rank and file members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. The chairman, Sergeant Arlie McBean, while pointing to gains made, says commendations alone are not enough.
The 2025-2026 fiscal year is slowly coming to an end, and already there have been discussions about wage negotiations. This was Chairman of the Police Federation, Sergeant Arlene McBean, at an awards ceremony in the St. Catharines South Police Division on Friday.
We wish the Honorable Minister of Finance a Happy New Year and remind her that March 31st, 2026 would have been 1 year from the expected contract period of 2025-2027.
In a dramatic moment, the chairman pulled out her own paycheck, addressing an issue which some police officers have long complained about.
Sometimes when you look at this, there is nothing to buy your next meal for yourselves and your family. And we take it like a job, and we go out, and we serve, protect, reassure. We go to the inner cities, we go in the gutters to look for the guns, to find the criminals. But when we look, the static movement is there looking at us.
Complained about.
Sometimes when you look at this, there is nothing to buy your next meal for yourselves and your family. And to buy your next meal for yourselves and your family.
Long complained about.
Sometimes when you look at this, there is nothing to buy your next meal for yourselves and your family.
So, we have established that the labor right them are liar. Yeah, man. Any labor right we have said this. Any labor right we agree with this lady, this elder lady who come on TVJ. You not liar. No police are complaining. Isn't that a head of police complaining? That the paycheck that they get, they literally cannot. It don't work. The bills them is like, it's too much. Come on, bro. We gotta do better, bro. We got to do better, bro. I'm talking about, man. This is terrible. Wait a minute. Oh. So, it appears, ladies and gentlemen, that this type of behavior comes from Andronis, because if the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also, right? Twitch live, big up yourself. Let's continue. So we established that lady there really out of our rockers.
In honest, in fixed hospital, no police crying again.
Well, the ones behind her aren't crying.
First time police and teacher and them made them run, we're gone to America. Now them have to run, come back because no.
Yo, it's like labor rights superpower is lying. It's like the more them lie, the more them feel power. Yo, let me tell you something. We cannot move forward as a country, you know. She is the Lulu. We cannot move forward as a country if we aren't honest about the realities that is happening within our country and the state of our country at present. You can't fix a problem if you don't identify it. You simply cannot. Man, oh man.
No, we're not better than yard.
Even with shades, he's seeing the spark.
Right now, the Sparks program with Donovan is sending a message to even at Central Kingston and Loda, to other residents who has asked, people has come and see the good work that this government
Honest, in fixed hospital, no police crying again.
Well, the ones behind her aren't crying.
First time police and teacher and them made them run, we're gone to America. Now them have to run, come back because no one are better than yard.
Even with shades, he's seeing the spark.
right now, the Sparks program with Donovan is sending a message to even at Central Kingston and Lord, to other residents who has passed. People has come and see the good work that this government is pushing out.
But some say the only thing pushing is hard.
Yo, man, I tell you, say my people are wicked. Hey, people not wicked to themselves, say no, brother. People not wicked to themselves, say, yeah, man. And then we have to look at this.
You know, we don't take taxation lightly. It is literally the last resort. But we have to present to the people of Jamaica a credible budget, meaning that the people looking on what we propose can have confidence that what we're doing will be to their benefit and will prevent future need for more severe taxation.
Ladies and gentlemen, according to Andrew Honest, they posit that this tax package will prevent future need for more severe taxation. I want you to remember that, you know. As short as Andrew Honest's tenure is going to be in this third term. I don't know, Dayan Robinson. I don't know who is paying these people to go on camera and just lie to the world on TVJ. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But even the Prime Minister is delusional. Even he is delusional. Listen to this.
Will be to their benefit and will prevent future need for more severe taxation. So what we're going to do now, as the Minister of Finance will present, would be to put in place a package that does not impact the poor, that improves.
Andrew, how is this package not impacting the poor? The most basic part of the package is taxing all non-alcoholic sugary beverages. You plan to get $10.1 billion off of it in terms of revenue. Who consumes those beverages the most? Isn't it poor people, bro? So how can you say in good faith? I mean, this is beyond me. I've never listened to this man is a lie. Don't care who tell it. This is egregious. I cannot call him nothing but a liar. Like, I cannot pretty it up. That is a bold-faced lie. Knowing what was in the tax package, which you're going to go out to and examine. The man actually said this out of mouth, Jamaica. Them people are wicked. Them not care about the people, them, bro. They don't care about the people, them. They don't care about the people, them, you know.
Our health and general well-being, in addition to securing the revenues for us to be able to address the new demands placed on the government by Hurricane Melissa. I think the public should remember that the damage as assessed by international agencies with a high level of credibility is approximately almost $9 billion of damage, more than 40% of our GDP. So I don't believe that anyone could reasonably expect that we could present a budget without even a limited tax package. So we're not going to dwell on the taxation. It is something that, as I said...
Yeah, you no want to dwell upon it. I not stop talk about it. I not stop talk about it. Because, you see, unfortunately, the Jamaican people are not thinking. Right? And they're not looking forward as to how does this actually affect us moving forward? What does our life on our day... Like, examine where your life is right now in terms of your finances. Right? And examine the affordability or lack thereof in terms of you putting food on the table. Kerry, you know you're doing. Right? Just basic, just putting food on the table. I want you to examine that. Right? And then try to formulate the pressure of more taxes on these items. Remember, you know, look in your basket what you purchase at the store. What is going to happen is something is going to be taken away from you. So I don't get, oh, he's going to talk. It's either you're going to buy less food, and then let us not talk about the fact that Jamaica is already on a poor nutritional trajectory in terms of what we consume. And it's largely because of availability and also because of the money. A lot of people cannot afford to eat a certain way that is deemed healthy for them. Right? They can't afford it for one, and availability, I think, is the biggest thing. And then the culture that has been formulated has pushed people into this type of consumption. Yes, which that needs to change. A lot needs to change in the culture. You get what I'm saying? Education needs to change first and foremost. Right? Opportunity. Right? In terms of career paths. People that are ambitious in Jamaica seem to want to leave Jamaica more than anything else. Especially, have we seen the levels of migration under this government? Like, come on, man. As a matter of fact, let's examine that. Didn't they tell us that we were prosperous? Didn't they tell us that it's a prosperous nation? So where's the prosperity? Why is it we got hit by this storm and our prosperity could not back us up? With all the help that we got from overseas, why is it our prosperity couldn't be a crutch for us to lean on in this hard time? Why is it that the government that says we're prosperous have to be taxing poor people and putting that final nail in their coffin? Listen, what I see happening, is the poorer, there's a bigger gap widening now, especially with this taxation of poor people and middle class. It's going to be diminished. You're going to have the rich and wealthy oligarchs, them, and Jonas and him friend them, right? Top Mish and associates and all of the family them, and then you're going to have dirt poor. Jamaica is heading straight into the path of Haiti. The reality of Haiti. That is where Jamaica is heading, under this government, That's why we're praying for God's intervention. Because we can see it coming. We can absolutely see it coming, ladies and gentlemen. And this taxation, some of them are coming, it's only going to get worse. I'm telling you, it's only going to get worse.
We have gone 10 budgets without any new taxes.
No, this idea that they have gone 10 budgets with no new taxes is the lie from the pits of hell. They haven't given you any direct taxes, but they have been killing you with indirect taxes, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man, they have been slaughtering us with indirect taxes. Just ask the taxi man them, literally, taxi man them. Ask the man them when they're on the street that have taxi, how much taxes them have to pay. Ask the man them a drive car, how much new taxes reach them, and how much taxes that was there already got increased, I should say, by astronomical levels. Them are under pressure. And they are collecting all these taxes from the taxi men, right? But the roads are not fixed and not sparking. Not sparking, ladies and gentlemen. The road at St. Thomas that they were boasting about. Crickets. Cheap material. You see the bill of them, it's come like it's a trend under Andrew Jones. The scamming is like a trend under this government. We see the other day, one lady come out and a blast, Heart of Love, big up, and a blast one contractor, right? She buy at what, 68 million? Or what, 20, how much? Is it 68 million? Something to that effect, right? See me find it. I think it was like $68 million. Right? And the lady is saying, listen, the man a hide her. And the man said, no, him not hide her. Zine, cracks there in our wall. When them call her something, mole. She's barely lived in the house. Lady spend her good money for your upscale 3-bedroom uptown apartment. Right? And when you look, all of these problems and she barely living at the house, and then there's another property owner. I try to sell the property. You understand? Man, I said, Virgin, yo, we can't do this. I have to leave. See me can't find the clip. I don't know if it did it by itself on TV, Joe. I know Andre had spoken on it as well. But I'm going to go up on Andre program and probably put out the video. But me really want to show you this because, my God, man, everywhere we turn in Jamaica, Maka joke with. And it's not one or two of us, you know. These people are fleecing money from anybody. Nobody not safe. It's like a syndicate of wicked, evil people. And it all appears to be that them know them one another. And them say, yeah, what go on? We have the inside scoop in us, so we just go grab and scrape and fatten for our pocket. And to hell with everybody else. Peer scamming. Peer scamming Jamaica. It bad, man. No, man, it really bad, man. I go find it, you know. On the door move a muscle, I go find it. Believe me, I go find it. What is?
Hold on, no. Hold on,
If we were, yeah.
Syrup and sugar content.
I'm not hearing you. I'm seeing you, but I'm not hearing you.
Hold on, Mike.
Yeah.
And she said,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
So like
the government and its apology. So that is the problem.
So the whole of the budget is 400 billion, Raleigh?
Excellent. I'm calling because he.
Hearing you, I'm seeing you, but I'm not hearing you.
Hold on, my bad. Nobody else was here.
Yeah, man. Not hearing you.
Yeah, man. Welcome. We have the finance minister on the line. You're the one that you named finance minister.
Uncle Rasta, the advance payment that this government has been exposed from the least all advance payment, does that mean that all of that 5 year or the 2 fiscal year, how much money they get, they cannot get it anymore?
Find it, Twitch. Find it.
That is not gonna come in. Why they resort to taxing, this wicked taxing now hike?
Yeah, they were misleading the country with these one-off transactions and giving the country the impression that the fiscal accounts were in a better position than they were actually in. Now the country is surprised to know that they're only able to identify $1 trillion in revenue and grants for the next fiscal year. So they're always misleading the country about this government and its apology. So that is the problem.
So the whole of the budget is 400 billion, Raleigh? So like somebody I try to call Raleigh.
Hey, Queen, what's up?
The whole of the budget is 400 billion.
Yeah, that's what they're saying because they are only identifying $1.1 trillion in revenue and grants. And they're planning to spend $1.441 trillion, so a massive hole in the budget. So they were always misleading the country. And another thing that we need to clarify, about how they were misleading the country. When we came out and said that the damage to the infrastructure was 41% of GDP, and the minister came and said, oh, That is not the wipeout of GDP. That's just the infrastructure damage as a percentage of the GDP the year before. Now she's telling the country that 21% of GDP has been wiped out. Safely detecting the line of the destruction. Yeah.
Isaac Buchanan asked a question in the parliament, you know.
Yeah.
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 And she said,
Yeah.
no, it doesn't mean that we have lost $8.8
Precisely.
million. It was just a number to measure.
Yeah. I know she's.
Who remember that? These people are habitual liars, ladies and gentlemen. The government cannot be trusted. Favour Williams, Andrew Ones cannot be trusted to tell the people and be honest with the people about what this taxation or anything to do with finance. Listen, this is not bitter medicine. This is poison. We can't tell you that right now. Nobody not safe. Even digital services demand them a tax. Nobody not safe Jamaica. You them go on TikTok and so the man them they feel like try to escape. You know what I mean? The thing. They look at challenges them, well, the big challenges that we have in Jamaica. The man them try to find a way. People them use YouTube and try to find a way to make ends meet. Right? And raise them bar in the quality of their living. Because of the mirage of opportunities potentially you can gain from being a success in the social space. And what does the government do? The government are going to tear down them opportunity there by taxing them even more. Or taxing them. Limit those opportunities. Hey, me hear me say we know some talk about it. Me never really go into it in a detail, you know, but I did touch on it, you know. People, you know how expensive these equipment are that we use? Right now, I have an issue right now with 2 phones. One of them need a screen, and the next one need a next important part and something. And that is limiting my production and what I can do in terms of going live and even putting out certain amount of content. You know how long I do one video on TikTok? Because of the same equipment, I need at least 3 proper phone with good space in it right now. That would be the most ideal thing to happen for me right now. That costs a lot of money. And these people coming out here, they want them going to tax digital services. Unnecessary Andrew Ones are wicked. And then them come with them cybercrime act to suppress the voices of the people. Right? Hi, Colleen. But let me go to this and go back to Ralston, man. Listen to this, Jamaica.
Started a story yesterday about the house, them, the $64 million apartment.
$64 million, ladies and gentlemen. Me know say something around 60. The lady pay for that house there.
Hey, go shoot to bow. The ping palapang pulipung.
64 million. What's going on? What's going on, Ven Love? What you doing? Hey, if you people on TikTok, gonna show no friends some love, no man. Yeah, man, like and share up the life, man. You understand? And who have it and can give it. You understand? I get about enough to put them so. But you can like and share up the life, not true? Same thing on YouTube, but no bless up the like button, man. And remember that Super Chat is open, ladies and gentlemen. Cash App is open. PayPal is open. The Zelle is open. The link to the donation information is right there. Pinned to the top of the comment section. Listen to this.
Bangkok needs to fix those developments. 65.
A developer is being taken to task this evening over problems at a high-end St. Andrew apartment complex. Kirkbride spoke with some of the homeowners.
Kimberly Martin says she used her life savings to purchase one of the penthouses at the recently built Dulwich apartment in Kingston. But Ms. Martin says since then, she has been having countless issues with the building. She says her discovery started after collecting the keys to the 3-bedroom apartment last April.
Here, you can see there's a hole in the ceiling. I was standing here, and within a split second as I walk away, a solid piece of that brick or drywall, whatever, it like literally fell and came crashing down. The thing is, when it rains, water piles up, and it will come all the way up here because the water drainage pipe is too small. I'm like, I've not yet used my kitchen, and my sink fell for $64 million. It's just very frustrating. It is a lot of money, $64 million. I worked hard to buy this property.
Most concerning for her.
Hey, them a man you lucky say. Them a developer you lucky say I want nice lady like this where softly smoking. They want to book up in some mad people in a real life. If you do all them things to people and take away all them money. Hey, me tell you something, man. God not sleep, you know. I don't know if you thank God say there's a God, you know. Because if I never did for God, you know, enough of you would have been in a dirt, you know, brother. You wicked enough to stop them things to people, you know. Everybody is not the same, you know, brethren. You know, if you stop it, stop scam people, bro. Stop scam people. I tell you that. And just because you don't live in some country where people are, yo, you don't know if you do it, brother. No one do. No one do. Or you have one place as big old contractor and right there so on the balcony when rain fall it flood out. So you never use no brain when you don't construct the building. And I can't speak on this because my major was supposed to be architecture. You never use no brain. With the design, to make sure, say, yo, you live in our country where tropical and water fall heavy. And we in the times of what you call monster storms, where the precipitation is so high now. One look rain falling in the afternoon and the whole damn community flood out. Because of the amount of water we are coming. And you guys design a building and didn't decide to factor in the drainage size so you can let off the water faster. As a matter of fact, in terms of building, if you're not building your building now to facilitate catchment of this water and then also filtering of same, I don't know what you're doing because drought and famine, I mean, anything can happen at this point. You understand? But this is terrible. $64 million. $64 million.
Presence of moisture in a section of her bedroom wall.
When I first arrived back in April, I saw watermarks on the wall and I informed the builder through his agent that there was water damage here. I was told that there was none. I consistently.
What's going on, Machine Fit? Big up yourself. Day one in the building. Wagwan. Bless it up, bless it up, bless it up.
Asked them to look.
She said the developer agreed to fix the issue, but simply plastered the wall and painted it.
I then, a month later, hired a mold remediation company to come out and evaluate the situation because I noticed that the same spot that they claimed that they fixed, it came back. That stain came back and it was bigger. So they did the report. The report came back that I have moisture in my wall and that the reason for it, the roof, because they had to go on the roof, the reason for it is that the roof needed to be resloped. There's no waterproof membrane on the roof. The pipes that is running through my wall, the drainage pipe, and also the AC pipe that runs through my wall, that is what's causing it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I dem a type of something that happened in Jamaica. How can you pay $68 million, $64 million or something like that? No waterproof membrane is in the roof? For $64 million? What else should I call this? More than scamming? You're telling me that this is good work as a contractor. This for $64 million. Water? No water membrane on it? The lady get somebody to come and professional for come group for come assess the things so she have that on her report. The lawsuits will be coming, man. The lawsuits will be coming. The lawsuits will be coming. Me personally, if I did my place, I would believe that this is intentional. This is just sloppy work. Sloppy work. One question me have, you know. Who are them friends? The people them deal with this, who and them associated? Who them are rub shoulders with? That's the only question I have. You guys remember the story with the yeah man, a sloppy work, man. You guys remember the story with the police, the young soldier youth that was unalived? For my people that are on TikTok, not TikTok, YouTube. You guys remember that story? That came on the news of the young soldier that was gunned down and with him and the police, right? Remember what I said when I saw the story? And I glimpsed it, I said, I don't know, but something, my spirit tells me that there's something cynical about this story. And something just tell me, say, this story, you remember what I said, Colleen? Something about this story. And I said, I'm going to leave it at that. I didn't even read the article. I just looked at the first part and I said, my spirit told me that this story, no man. No man. I immediately remembered the Apostle Jeffrey Shuttleworth's prophecy about the police force when I saw the story. One police gone, this a police get shot, and then now I was listening to Mr. Wayne Lonesome and he was talking about that particular case and reading the report. And like, you know him stay, him have people on the ground, him know the area, and the story now pan up. It is alleged that a gun the police and the soldier go buy, according to Mr. Wayne Lonesome. Or go sell or whatever. It's alleged. Or some illegal activities it's alleged that them gang and deal with. Mighty God. Jamaica mash up, you know? Jamaica mash up, man, I tell you that. Hey, according to it, the police better run according to reports. But the way how the car park is like them gonna wait. The car, I reverse them, reversing, you know. Like, Waltham, no man. No man. From me see that story, them say no. But anyway, back to Mr. Rasanai, man.
But this is what the lady from the IMF or the whole world leaders, when she was saying, she made sure emphasize that she did not include, that was only infrastructure, commercial and residential. She did not, she said she did not include agriculture. If you recall, play it again, she said, and that's why Uncle Ralston did come out and said that the Minister of Finance was misleading the country at that time.
And she's still doing it because now she's telling the country that we lost 41% of GDP, and that is why this massive hole in the budget, and that is why they need for the tax package. So she continues to mislead the country. Everything she said, every document she put out, she has this thing about we lost 41% of GDP, contradicting herself and contradicting the resident representative of the World Bank who ran to our rescue when we made that comment. Yeah? Oh, what a tangle when we tried to deceive. Yeah.
Hey, me telling you, you know, after listening to Rasta Nyman and Colin Bell show, you know, I've been waiting on this. It only validates what I already thought. When me hear the teacher talk about the situation, Bridging, when me hear Rasta Nyman talk about the situation where them run up them mouth bone now, and the reason why and this and I bear to see them, I see the people, you know, brother and sister. But tell them, say, this is poison. This is not bitter medicine where the government come with right now. This is poison. And a lot of people that are homeless already. Can you imagine how their mental state is going to be? We pray against suicide and them something right now. Yeah, man. But people them have to link up with the motorcycle right now. I tell you, say, not go normal. Even people when they overseas are going under pressure. automatically they're going to be under pressure. Because they already are in their budget facilitate helping their family in Jamaica. So now the families in Jamaica now are going to be under more pressure. Say this and saying that, talking about pressure. You know, so people still cannot get their goods for their hurricane relief cleared at the wharf. Peer delay. Right? And as far as I'm concerned, Nikki, how you doing? Good as. It's unwarranted delay. Right? Can we get to 50,000 likes, guys? Everybody tap the screen one time. I think we can do it, you know.
Obi and Ed boy, I was talking to them a while ago, and they said the government should stop taking the 11 billion from the NHD.
Of course.
If they don't take this $11 billion, isn't that a further $11 billion that they might try to find somewhere else?
Yeah, man, if they stop taking that, it means that they have to borrow more.
My God.
So, because they were always deceiving. They were always deceiving the country about the state of the fiscal accounts and the economy.
Yeah, they.
And when we tell people about it, them say we have preached doom and gloom done.
Oh.
And we are bad news whore.
Precisely.
And we are idiot.
So all the time now. So the rules come to the hen house, you know. All is being revealed now, you know. This whole thing exposed the lies them and how fragile the economy was the entire time, you know. That's why I asked the question, you know, ladies and gentlemen. If we were so prosperous, where how comes them can't lean upon the prosperity with the damages from Hurricane Melissa? With all the aid that we got, all the money, the donation, the catastrophe bond, the CRIF, you understand? And all the other monies them with them borrow. Right? People are still homeless. Majority of the people them still homeless. And that's a fact. People still are living under tent. People are living in a bush. People are catching other people's yard. Some people under abuse because they don't want to live in a street. Lot of vulnerable people out there. And then you have the lab rat them come online and a dip on TV and talk about the government is doing good. Like what is wrong with these people, man? They have no truth in them. Like and share the video, guys.
But Raleigh, seriously now, these taxes that they are imposing, the major part of it, who will it affect?
Yeah.
Right. I'm glad you said that, because that is why I think there's something wrong with the Minister Ed. Before the tax package came out, she told the country that the most vulnerable will be protected.
Mighty God.
Now this package is going to increase the cost of what the most vulnerable drink, what the most vulnerable eat, what the most vulnerable drive. So the most vulnerable, the school children, yeah, the people, they are the ones that are going to be affected badly by this tax package. The same people who said she was trying to protect.
You see, me like for hear it from the professional them, you know. Isn't this what I said from the jump, brother? How Andrew owners just come out and lie to the people like that. The man literally lied to the people and tell the people that this tax package is designed in such a way that it won't affect. Let me play back with him, sir, because, you know, verbatim. Listen to him.
I think the public should remember that the damage as assessed and general well-being, in addition to securing the revenues for us to be able to address the new demands placed on the government by Hurricane Melissa. I think the public should remember that the damage as assessed by international agencies with a high level of credibility is approximately almost $9 billion of damage, more than 40% of our GDP. So I don't believe that anyone could reasonably expect that we could present a budget without
Beverly, what's up?
limited So we're not going to dwell on the taxation. It is something that, as I said, it is a last resort. We have gone 10 as a minister at more severe taxation. So what we're going to do now, as the Minister of Finance will present, would be to put in place a package that does not impact the poor. To put in place a package that does not impact the poor.
The man say they will be putting in place a package that does not impact the poor.
If they don't take this $11 billion, isn't that a further $11 billion that they must?
About the state of the fiscal account.
And what rally? Seriously no. These taxes that they are imposing, the major part of it, who will it affect?
To put in place a package that does not impact the poor.
All right, I'm glad you said that, because that is why I think there's something wrong with the minister. Before the tax package came out, she told the country that the most vulnerable will be protected. Now this package is going to increase the cost of what the most vulnerable drink, what the most vulnerable eat, what the most vulnerable drive. So the most vulnerable, the school children, yeah, the people, they are the ones that are going to be affected badly by this tax package. The same people who said she was trying to protect. So you cannot take the minister's word. Yeah.
No, continue.
You cannot take the minister's word because it's always the opposite of what she says becomes the outcome. So it's either that she's very deceptive or she don't know what she's doing. She don't know the difference between the various things. Either one of them is very bad.
No. How long have I been saying that, guys? Crystal, what's up, my baby? How long have I been saying that? It's either these people are incompetent, which is bad and terrible, or them lie and wicked, which is also bad and terrible. And I'm leaning towards lie and wicked. Verna, how are you doing? Blessings. I am leaning towards lie and wicked because you cannot just, bro, it is blatant lies that these people are telling. They are deceptive, right? And the following is as a, they know that them have a cult following. So anything them say the cult following are gonna work with. But then in the reality on the ground, it's just blatant. You can't make this up. Bro, every single thing where the man them tax, everything, a poor people it gonna affect the most. Everything.
Ralston.
Hold on, one thing more I'm going to tell you. Yeah. If we were to accept, because we had said that before and I should deny it, if we were to accept what she's telling the country now, about 41% of GDP is wiped out. It means that the debt to GDP ratio is 115% now, not the 68% that she's talking
what?
about.
Wait. Say that again, Ralston. 115 what?
If we were to accept, because we had said that before and I should deny it, if we were to accept what she's telling the country now, about 41% of GDP is wiped out. It means that the debt to GDP ratio is 115% now, not the 68% that she's talking about.
115%?
If we were to accept what the minister is saying now, in every communication that she sent out, that 41% of GDP was wiped out by Hurricane Melissa, it means that the debt to GDP ratio would be 115% rather than the 68% that she's telling us about. The minister is confusing herself. Yeah. Yes. Because at first when we said that, she said we were talking nonsense, and she got the representative from the World Bank to back her. She told us that that was infrastructure damage related as a percentage of the previous year, and that the real damage...
So we can't even trust the people at the World Bank. We can't trust them. Yeah, because they facilitated the JLP government lying to us about this, the real extent of the damage. They back them up. We can't trust them. We cannot trust them. Well, I know I can't. I don't know about you, but based off of my assessment, there's no way we can trust them. How can you come out and back up this lie by the Jamaica Labour Party about the actual debt to GDP being 68%? Huh? They came and bro, may I tell you, say, brother, it's like everybody can be bought, bro. All of these people can be bought. And that I find out, you know. And it's very, very sad. It's very, very sad for us, the people, that we don't have nobody credible, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have nobody credible. Boy, you're rough, brother.
By barrel will be only between 4 and 6%.
By Melissa?
By Melissa will be only 4 to 6%. Now to justify the tax package, she's coming to tell the country, oh, by the way, you know, 41% of GDP was wiped out, so I have to come with this tax package. Joke business, deception.
Do you, Ralston, agree that based on where the government is, where the economy of the country has reached, the government had no other option but to put in this tax package?
No, I'm not convinced.
What? Oh my God. I was waiting on that question. So you're telling me, Ralston Iman, allegedly, that you are not convinced that the only option the government had was to kill you with tax? Backside, bangarang, play that again.
That based on where the government is, where the economy of the country has reached, the government has no other option but to put in this tax package.
No, I'm not convinced. What I'm convinced is that they're always deceiving the country about the state of the economy, particularly the fiscal accounts, because they were using these one-off transactions, yeah? And they also gave away a whole lot of money, yeah? They are the ones who...
Come to the money for money. You heard what Julian said in the parliament? Julian Robinson?
No, what he said. No, what he said.
Listen to this.
Listen to this.
I want to go to some of the measures, again, preliminary to...
Hold on. Start it from the beginning.
As we go along. I want to make a couple of comments. Before we get to Melissa, or even before we got to Barry, it's important to remind the country that for the last 2 fiscal years, government revenues have been struggling to meet government expenditures.
Yes.
And the government has relied for the last 2 fiscal years on 2 one-off transactions which have allowed the government to fund the budget. In 2023-24, the sale of 12 years of future revenues from the Norman Manley International Airport yielded $75 billion, which financed the 23-24 budget. For the 24-25 budget, the sale of future revenues, 10 years of future revenues of Donald Stanster Airport yielded $61 billion, which allowed the government to finance the 24-25 budget. I am making this point, Madam Speaker, to indicate that without Barry, without Melissa, the government would have had to find some other assets to sell to meet the demands of the government.
That was Julian Raleigh.
Yeah, man, that's true, and that's what it...
That Uncle Ransan, please, let me ask something. Let me say something.
Hold on. Make him just respond to Julian and then I'll allow you and let you go. Go ahead.
No, he's correct. And that's what I'm telling you, that Nigel Clark and the government were always deceiving the country about the state of the fiscal accounts. Yeah. All happened is that Melissa made that worse because they were already in that position. So without Melissa, they would have to find something else to sell the truth. Yeah.
Mighty God. People hear that? They have to be selling our assets to fund the budget. They have been lying to us about the accounts. No wonder them never want the People's National Party win and them do everything in them power for not allow the People's National Party to win the last election, because all these skeletons in the closet would have been popped out, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that Mark Golding said that a full audit would have need to be done when he goes into power, to really assess where they are, so they would come out and tell the Jamaican people the truth, the raw, unadulterated truth about how the Jamaica Labour Party truly has destroyed this country economically. And if it wasn't for the fiscal prudence laws that was formulated by then Prime Minister, right, Mrs. Portia Lucretia Simpson Miller, the right most honorable, and her team, which Mark Golding was a part of an integral, and our finance minister at the time was very integral. If it wasn't for those fiscal papers, Jamaica, we would have been in a worse situation than we are right now, Because all these people come here to do is scrape and rob the country, right? Listen, I want to go back to something that the Prime Minister said, because trust me, I know I'm all over the place, but I'm telling you, this guy, he tells so much lies. It's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
More severe taxation. So what we're going to do now, as the Minister of Finance will present, would be to put in place a package that does not impact the poor, that improves our health and general well-being, in addition to
improves our health and general well-being. Brother, with the state of healthcare and the amount of people that have lost their lives, up to this morning I got a video I down at Montego Bay Hospital in our group of Medina. People are literally in chairs, sleeping. They don't have no bed. Suppose you see the posture of the people, them. Oh God, they must stress out. In your time of discomfort, there's no comfort at the hospital. Forget the people them better, even in our mental state. Right?
growing the revenues for us to be able to address the new demands placed on the government by Hurricane Melissa. I think the public should remember that the damage as assessed by international agencies with a high level of credibility is approximately almost $9 billion, more than 40% of our GDP. So
they weren't saying that before. They weren't saying that before. They weren't saying that before. When Rastan Hyman was saying that more than 5% of our GDP, no, they move. I just want to talk about they move the goalpost panel.
I don't believe that anyone could reasonably expect that we could present a budget without even a limited tax package. So we're not going to dwell on the taxation. It is something that, as I said, it is the last resort. We have gone 10 budgets without any.
So, you hear what Rastan say? Him don't believe say that is the last resort. Him don't believe say they had to do this. G-Unit boss, big up. Them don't believe. Him don't believe in a professional opinion that they had to do it. Beverly say I wish I could help all the people in Jamaica. But you know, Beverly, people them have to go help themselves, you know. Yeah man, the people them have to rise up and help themselves.
And the reason for the taxation is not because of government profligacy, because of wastage or bad fund.
Hear the man, and this a part that piss me off. Hear the man, people, say this is not because of government wastage. What do you call market me? What do you call the $31 million drill? We call $6 million and a wastage job. What do you call the monies that are unaccounted for? What do you call the Auditor General report about your office in regards to social housing program, the overlapping that she identified? What do you call Petrojam? What do you call what Daryl Vaz did the other day? Buy some Starlink, right? Or initiate the purchase of Starlink. We actually never out and don't work. 121 of them sit down. Because them can't work the power-up card and them the right. What you call that? What you call the $1.4 billion where Daryl Vaz use if you go buy a bus? No when I get all I bus them. What do you call Bobby Montague, then Minister of Security, under your government, right? Purchasing what? Some police car where we not get yet? Used police car? Huh? Rural Reed case. Want to keep it coming. Right? Rural Reed case. And a wastage that. Affecting the youth them. The youth them education. That and a wastage. all of these scandals under your government, you're telling me and well-thinking Jamaican people that the reason why we are here right now is because your government don't waste no money? That's the way you really want to believe, Andrew Wallace? Your government no waste nothing? Really? Really? Them thing piss me off.
It is because we got something that, as I said, is the last resort. We have got 10 budgets without any minimum taxes. And the reason for the taxation is not because of government profligacy, because of wastage or back.
Not because of wastage. Jesus. Huh? What do you call 150 million US being lent to JPS with a promise for us to get back like the end of February, which we are not going to get back? What do you call that? Huh? What do you call that? While JPS raised our light bill. So it didn't benefit us in any way, shape, or form. Talking about the government don't waste no money.
We have got 10 budgets without any minimum taxes. And the reason for the taxation is not because of government profligacy, because of wastage or bad policy. It is because of a super phenomenal event, the third most powerful hurricane.
So they want to blame everything on Hurricane Melissa. And I ask you guys the question again. If they claim prosperity and they claim that they have dealing with the economy in the best way, how is it that they could not withstand this shock from this phenomenal event? One which they themselves said they were preparing for. Chantel, how you doing, my baby? Help me with the live goal, Chantel. Help me with the live goal here. Focus on the donut them if you want to send me some gift. I still not get enough yet for the goal of them send me if you achieve. You understand? Yeah, man, my TikTok team help me with the live goal. See me I pin it there. Yeah, man, help me with the live goal. Alright? Help me with the live goal, people. That is the gift of necessity right now that I need on TikTok. I don't know the thing up on TikTok already. Anyway, boy, this guy, man, this guy.
The earth has ever produced struck Jamaica and has caused significant damage, created more expenditure than we can accommodate in our general revenues, and therefore we have to focus on taxation. So I think, however, when it is stable and the public sees it, I believe there will be significant understanding of it. I believe we have done as best as we could, and I ask for the understanding of all Jamaicans.
Want to hear what the man say? Andrew Ones say he thinks that they did the best that they could. And when we see it, we will understand. Hey, my God. Jamaica, want to understand? Do you guys understand that them money are wicked? I don't think you understand. Hurricane Melissa is getting all the blame. Somebody say he does not waste, he pockets the money. Backside. You know that there's people still suffering from hurricane burial. Want to know that, right? We still not get help yet, right? Want to know that, right? From the government. Want to know that, right? Still not recover. Them blame the bad road pan burial, them blame everything. I know them have Melissa and I use Melissa as blame game. Why you don't build the infrastructure to withstand these things? Where you say him don't, Twitch say him don't pocket the money, him invest our money for making himself mighty God. Wow. Let's get back to the teacher.
Because they use these one-off transactions to deceive the people. That's correct.
Go ahead,
Carl. So this is a question and confirm with me, Uncle Alston. So that means the 10-year, the 12-year, 2023-2024 payment of $75 million or $1 billion. That means so now we are looking at when? that money, they're not going to get any more money from the Kingston, from the
No,
Northern family for the next. And
Don't spend all of that money already.
2024, 2025, that they get from the Sandsters in advance payment of 60 million. That means that the next 10 years falls because those are future payments. So they don't have nothing to the next one. 12 years between 2023 to going forward, they don't got no more money to get from these two leaseholders right now.
No.
Is that?
Hey, let me tell you something, man. Yo, me don't know how people look for the government and trust the government after them take future revenue and give handouts for win election. Future revenue and I talk about tax relief. Hey, listen, Jamaica. Oh my God. Yo, me can't believe. Yo, una go hey, you see, all I want to vote for Labour right and associate, they want to hear what Pastor Peter Chambers say. Yo, una go get it, you know? Una go suffer, you know? Una go suffer because una enable the government to have to suffer people, you know? Una suffer, man. Me I tell you, no? Una go suffer. How can you see a government take the future earnings of an asset, right? Me I talk about 10, 20 years down the line and not invest the money? Them just give it away. The future earnings. So when we reach the future, we should be our present when we reach it. We're going to realize, oh wait, we don't have no money to get from this. With all these potential shocks and these massive hurricanes and everything, you don't think that we need our future earnings? You can't just take the future earnings and give it away. Where you invest it in, that's going to multiply money. If I even some of it, Jamaica, right? Who is this? My moderator them. Listen, I don't tolerate disrespect in my chat, you know. I not stay like some people, you see. TikTok now pay me, you know. TikTok now pay me. I not see no lion and no wheel and them something there. For my TikTok. You understand? TikTok now pay me. So I not take disrespect from nobody on TikTok. Me not afraid for black, you know. Me with there so we don't want somebody to talk to because I feel like it. Yeah. No, me not ask him no point. From him talk about mother, he get black. You understand? Straight up. Straight up.
No, them spend all of that money already. No more money.
And they're not going to get any no till the next 12 years.
They eat them bread tomorrow already.
Yeah, man. Bob Marley said they eat them bread tomorrow.
Yeah, there.
Thanks much.
Thank you. Oh my.
Yo, it's terrible in Jamaica. These people want to have us well-thinking individuals believe I am not even the best economically in terms of an economic mind, but that's a common sense. There's no way you can use your future earnings. It's like taking your future earnings and buying a car. And you now use a car for run taxi. And you now use a car for run Juta. You now make the money off a car, but the car actually costs you money. Right? So now when you go to the future now, you have nothing to get. That's not fiscal prudence. That's not fiscal discipline. That's not fiscal wisdom. No investment. The man them not even say, all right, here we go on. We know say the country, where is the STEM schools then? No, seriously, where are the STEM schools? Jamaica, I tell you, let me tell you what's going to happen. Let me tell you what is going to happen if God doesn't remove this government. Let me tell you what is going to happen. Antonio, big up. All of us, the poor people, are going to be left homeless. Why do I say that? Do you guys see the cost of land and house in Jamaica? Even the ones that NHT are built. Katie, thanks for the follow. You have a pretty smile. Right? How do you think people are going to be able to afford these properties that they're building now? How? Somebody said, Bolo, the STEM schools are up by Cherry Garden. Mighty God. Listen to me. If there was a real STEM school, I'm telling you, Dr. Dre Cartel, but listen, the man them is creating a Jamaica that is not for poor people. And if they were transforming the lives of the Jamaican people simultaneously to get their wealth heightened across the board, I could understand. But what is going to happen is, indirectly and directly, poor people are going to get pushed out. Say, Andrew, thank you so much, Chantel. You guys don't say Andrew has attempted to push people off the land that they had before. So it's not something foreign to him. Right? Them bulldoze are the people them land down so. Right? Andrew Honest has increased homelessness in Jamaica. It's fair to say, under Andrew Honest's government, homelessness has increased. So let me tell you now, it's gonna be poison. These people are poison. Right? Mr. Mark Golding and our good MP from East Portland, Mr. Isaac Buchanan, had to intervene on the people's behalf legally. All those people that were living on their property for years, notice was given to them that they must leave. They don't own the land. And if it wasn't for Mark Golding, right, the integrity boss, and he's not just the integrity boss, Mark Golding is a warrior for the people, and we need to recognize him as such. But Mark Golding battles that he fights for us is not a battle of noise. It's a battle of knowing and intelligence and understanding to defend the rights, the constitutional rights of the citizens of Jamaica. When this government does everything to trample upon them and put us into submission, right? So they can come in with them one world order. Prep people for submission already, you know. Of course, Mark Golding is fighting internally and externally for the people of Jamaica. And I'm telling you, he does not have to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, you guys need to understand the man. Mark Golding does not need to care about poor people. But he does. He genuinely does. That is the antecedents from which he has come from. That is the cloth that he was sprung from. His mother and his father, they were always serving the less fortunate until the day they died. And Mark Golding has taken up that mantle, and he has been looking out for the least fortunate out of all the less fortunate. Right? The disabled community. Right? And he even has gone further to include them in governance, so they can have their own representative to understand, listen, this is what we need. And we the people must be blamed. You're absolutely right. We the people must be blamed, Darwin, for what happened right now. We are too quiet and accepting. I'm telling you, if this was another country, with this tax thing where them come with, almighty God of Daniel, people would be in the streets right now. They would have to roll that back. Prime Minister would have to resign. He probably would have to run her from the country. I'm telling you, some of these people around the world, they don't play. Do you guys see what happened in Nigeria? Kenya. You remember what happened in Kenya last year or the year before? I covered it on my platform. Do you guys remember what happened? It's tax them when I tax the people in Kenya. And the whole of the people them say, hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. And lift up and rise up in the streets. And because the government is one like Andrew Wallace, they use the police force, and oh my God, it was a battle between the police force and the people. The Gen Zs them. Oh, it was a battle. Right? People them rise up and stand for themselves. Look at Burkina Faso. Individuals within the force, the good military, had to rise up and stand for the people of Burkina Faso. And remove the poison from the government. The wicked people them, we are hold on poor people. I know the agenda. I know the agenda, Dr. J. Some things we even talk sometime, you know. Panis a eat that. Come off from my page. Because you don't have no sense. You understand? You don't have no sense, man. The government of Jamaica, the present one right now, is lying to the people about this tax thing. Right? And not being honest with them about the gravity of how it will affect them. And someone want to see them laboratory I defend them. Una go in I'm gonna witness una ball. And to all my heart stay, I still go feel sorry for you. Which I shouldn't. But I just saw my heart stay. I shouldn't feel sorry for you, but I go feel sorry for you. Not to the point that I go take up my money help you, know. Because I'm gonna need help myself. Because I am no rich person. And see Andrew tax with them now. I tax the flag of them through digital taxation. Nobody not safe.
What is this digital tax?
Listen, see it now.
Tax digital services. What is that?
Well, it needs more clarity, but then say, I mean, if you buy things from Amazon.com, if you buy things from Shein, if you buy things from them places, them have to tax it. Many people are saying, oh, they have to collect the tax, but they want to say, if you go to the bank and buy the thing, then them have to tax it. Yeah, so that's what about. And digital equipment, digital connections, and so it includes Airbnb and all of them places who register and do business in Jamaica, but they don't pay the tax in Jamaica. People still wonder how they have to collect it. Yeah.
So hold on. Oh, so when me use my card, if you go purchase something on Amazon, you go tax my card. So una on the bank them I go stay so baps now. And look upon it and say, oh, him buy this from this website here. So it go trigger you pulling tax from my money out of my bank account. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. Me not even go speak upon that. But just I go load that alone. I go leave it alone.
So the government is searching.
Yeah, man, for money. Searching, groping, because them out of money.
Searching. Them out of money. Jamaica, we in a trouble here. I understand them man say.
I wonder how them collect.
So the government is searching.
Jetline.
Searching.
Yeah, man, for money. Searching, groping, because them out of money. There's a 400 billion gap here for them. And buy the
400 billion gap. Where say keep my money in PayPal, buy cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. Mighty God. Jetline say I'm wondering where is the increase in minimum wage. At Shalamalanka. Whoa yo 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 yo. Whoa yo yo yo. Whoa yo yo yo. What a question, Jetline. Hey, Jetline, they hit one card right now. I'm tell you say all the heavens they hear that the music the way they just play. Where is the increase in the minimum wage, Jamaica? Doing. Why not invest in agriculture? Remember, say, Mr. Julian Robinson did mention that in a parliament in regards to specifically this idea about the juices. You understand what I say? Why is somebody using TVJ logo as their picture on TikTok? You guys not easy, you know? Mighty God, no easy at all.
Wait, don't make them blame Melissa and the capital spending for that, because trust me, they only add 39 billion to the capital budget. Nothing 39, 34 billion, because the capital budget is always 65 billion, 60 billion and change. So that would only account for like 35 billion of the additional spending.
So the capital budget this year is what, 90-something billion?
99 billion, and they're not spend that, not tell you that straight. Every year they come with 60, 65.
Hold on, no run from it yet. Let's get the capital budget.
Yeah, please.
What percentage of GDP is that?
Well, we don't even know what the new GDP figures yet, but that would have been like, when they come with 65, that would have been like 5, that would have been like 7% of GDP.
And what you said is acceptable on the world stage? That you should spend?
10%. 10% under normal circumstances, not after a disaster.
And this is about...
Oh, so after a disaster, the capital budget spending should increase, probably double. Because we just had a disaster, we're rebuilding. That makes sense. So normally you would have 10%. They are spending 7% of the capital budget. And guys, when it comes out to the capital budget, please understand this has to do with infrastructure. Right? Capital budget has to do with infrastructure, building out infrastructure. The roads, the drains, and many old buildings are built. Everything. Infrastructure. Right? So, if they have been underspending, well, they have been underspending the capital budget for some years now, which is the reason why we were so damaged by Hurricane Melissa, and a lot of people don't want to admit that, but that's a fact. Well, the Liberals don't want to admit that, but that's a fact. They played a role in how much Hurricane Melissa damaged us as an island, in terms of their lack of preparation in the use. The proper use or spending out of the capital budget to do the clinical and important things that is needed. Remember, before the storm, they were scrambling to clean the drains in Kingston. You guys remember that? Remember, they were there, like the hurricane for come and it never come, and them there in the gutter, and with the truck them and them and move all type of sediments from Sandy Gully. You guys remember? Massacre, big up yourself. And that's not the artist. Somebody named Massacre on YouTube. What me just say? Right, the other part of your name I can't pronounce. I'm sorry. Mighty God, brother, this serious.
After disaster.
And I'm telling you, and I'm telling you that they're not going to spend that.
And so with 99 billion, the argument of building back really no sounds hollow.
Yeah, man, of course. Remember, so you have to build back that over a long period. They can't build that now one fiscal year because the infrastructure is supposed to build up over 10, 15, 20 years. They can't build back that now one year.
I understand that, but you'd expect the government to start at a rapid pace. In this year, start putting back infrastructure together at a rapid pace. So therefore, an extra $30 billion really says nothing.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm not going to spend it neither.
And you are not confident. I am not confident. The Bank of Jamaica is not confident. That
Nobody in Jamaica is confident based on the track record. When I was speaking out of here, based on the track record, nobody is confident of that. Yeah.
So we're taking calls on 876-804-7072. That's 1-876-804-7072. We're talking to Ralston. I'm a top economist on the island of Jamaica. We've been telling people that the government is not managing the economy well. Ralston, where is the growth going to come from based on what you see in that paper that was presented?
I don't see it. But
isn't that the most critical part of the budget that we need to speak to right now?
That's the only option that is available. The option that the minister and the other thing I talk about, then there are full options. The only options right now is to grow the economy. So you want me to tell you though, if me was the finance minister, you want me that them full of money what them get from the multilateral agencies and from the remittances in terms of the BOJ. The BOJ now have almost $7 billion in reserves. What the minister would should have done if she was a good minister. Call the BOJ governor long before the budget. Call the president of the Jamaica Bankers Association and the president of the private sector organization and say the only option that is available for Jamaica now and the next generation is to go for growth. Follow me?
Yes.
So, hear me now, Governor. Hear me now, Bankers Association. Governor, why you bring down the interest rates? Bankers Association, the asset tax was something that came out of an emergency and we should have stopped it from 2016. We have a hurricane now and you say, oh, I will bring down the asset tax. in order for you to reduce the interest rate. So even the asset tax 0.5% of the assets of the banking sector, which is about $13 billion. Yeah? We might can't be the entire 13 billion, not the entire 13 billion, because they do more money on that. So.
Riley, you're breaking up. I don't know if you're moving.
But well,
you're breaking up.
Go
ahead, start over.
Down to 0.
Yeah. Riley, you're breaking up.
I don't know what's happening. I'm at the same point.
We are hearing you better,
yeah.
So go ahead.
So what happened? The finance minister should have gotten together with the Bank of Jamaica governor. Yeah?
Hold on there. Yes, General. Very excellent comment here. General say, been saying this from way before election last year. The storm came and made more evident. Yes, that's exactly what Rasta Diamond is saying. Right? Cut the interest rate on loans. Right? Cut it down. Right? Yeah, at this rate, who live in overseas have nothing to come back home to. And who is here is trapped. Who is in Jamaica is literally trapped. Because you turn left, you turn right. One knife there your throat, one gun there your head. When it come on to the way how these people are managing the economy. Pauline, thank you. Egla, how you doing? Tell them to continue to wait on the minimum wage. Oh, Lord have mercy. Egla. Everybody knows that will never. Didn't you remember what Andrew said after the storm? You guys don't remember? That the promises that the government has made, you know, you guys can, you know. The people that vote for them forgot about all of the promises that Andrew is making. For winning election, you know. All of the chat when they chat up them out, then forget about all of it, you know. Right? So their crutch is going to be, but look at Hurricane Melissa did, Hurricane Melissa did. Why the government don't take a pay cut? Why Andrew's government don't take a pay cut? Am I the only one? Well, no, I can't be the only one asking this. I'm sure I heard Mr. Wayne Lonesome say this and other people. Why is the government not taking a pay cut, ladies and gentlemen? They must feel the punch already when the penna. They must feel the punch already extra because them a thief. Right? I don't know how nobody don't propose that all now. They have no roadmap in getting results that he speaks of. They never did. So even with Hurricane Melissa only exposed that even more. You're absolutely right. You feel me I deal with?
President of the Private Sector Organization of Jamaica, the President of the Jamaica Manufacturers and Exporters Association, and the President of the Jamaica Bankers Association, and said the only option that is available to Jamaica now is to go for growth. The central bank has enough reserves now to protect the dollar. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring down the interest rates, right? And you, the Bankers Association, you want us to remove the asset tax. So even if we can't do all right this year, we'll do it in phases. So this year, we'll cut it down to 0.25%, and next year we'll eliminate it completely. And we want you to bring down the interest rates. PSOJ, JMA will provide a range of incentives to you because we have to go for growth and exports now. That is the only strategy that is valid. What to do is foolishness. All that I do is to reduce aggregate demand, as what the businessman them tell you. That will make it harder for them. And we'll take longer to go back to where we were before Hurricane Melissa. It might take us 10 years now. The DOJ did say 5. First them said 3, and then said 5. Now it'll take about 10.
Wow. Yep. We have a caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. We have Ralston on the line.
Yeah, morning, Colin.
Yeah, man.
Quick question. I know that the negotiations with the public sector workers was not settled.
Yeah.
I would love to know, with this new tax package that they have put on the table, how is this going to affect the negotiations for public sector workers? I saw an article where Keith Duncan was saying that they're asking people in the public sector to hold stream, but you would have been asking them to hold stream in the last, for a couple of cycles now. Is it that they're really going to be asking them to heighten them. Some people are dead now, Colin.
Make we hear Ralston say about that discussion of public sector wages, Raleigh?
The caller is right. The minister said despite the tax package until offer the same amount of money because the wage bill is $555 billion. So this is going to be a struggle. In other words, what I say, despite the fact that hurricane blocked the people and damaged them, the government still asks the people to make more sacrifice. I mean, I said to yourself, and I tell the people before COVID-19, the economy there stagnate. COVID-19 come and the economy continues to stagnate and government continues to ask people to make more sacrifice. Beryl come and the economy going into recession. And now Melissa come and block everybody and the government still asks people to make more sacrifice rather than help the people. That is a mess.
But how the people are going to be able to...
Mighty God. That's how you put it in a bowl, ladies and gentlemen, and just wrap it up. That is the reality of Jamaica and this government. The man, them, I'm telling you, they have been giving the people bitter medicine from day one. This final blow is the poison. What I'm telling me? This final blow is the poison that them are going to poison the people in Jamaica with these taxes. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know, you see, we don't live in a bubble, you know. We live in a... Jamaica is one big organism. So, what affects the people in the West is going to affect the people in the East, North, South. You know, I agree with you that I'm sorry that we didn't vote, but it's a part of God's plan. And if you're new to the platform, I've said this many times before. When that happened, September 3rd, I came to you guys and I said, God has something in store. God is up to something. God has put the Jamaica Labour Party, or allowed the Jamaica Labour Party to do what they did to put themselves back into power, just to take them down while they're in power. A lot. You think a jail alone? Listen to me. This is spiritual warfare in high places. You guys are gonna see some things happen. It's already happening, you know. But you know, bust out, we don't really realize the connection and how things just interconnected. Like I said, we don't live in a bubble in Jamaica. Jamaica is one big organism. I have different organs, right? And one organ, the bone link to the next bone, a link to the next bone, a link to the next bone. So when you see JDF, Mocha for example, and police officers in Mocha, superintendent getting caught with cocaine, listen to me. Just understand that is a part of the organism of cocaine. There's a bigger organ that is going to get caught. You hear what I said? There is a bigger organ that is going to get caught. So there are going to be a lot of revelations, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of revelations. Mark my word. You remember good. Lot of revelations, man. Trust me. It's going to be very, very serious in this time. And I've covered on the cell. What going on, Petroy? What are you doing? Guys, remember that the super chat is available. Yes. Yes, super chat is available on YouTube here. And also the donation, the Cash App is open. PayPal, all of those things are pinned in the comment section. Alright? Listen to this.
Jamaica, you heard him. It was heart-wrenching listening to his explanation. But this is the reality that exists, Jamaica. At one.
This was after Andrew Owen's video.
Prime Minister has no heart.
No heart.
He had options, Jamaica. Let me tell you the options.
Of course.
He had the money that he got through the hurricane insurance. He could have used that money and set it aside for the national budget. He decided to go to JPS and grant them
Ah!
the JPS never asked for.
And guess what? What Andre just says clinical, you know. Why is it clinical? Because the reason why they use the 150 million is to what? Get light for all Jamaicans. Not some. All Jamaicans. By when? The end of February. Ladies and gentlemen, today is the what? Now the 14th. Today the 14th. Hold on, let me see if I can find a TikTok clip there. Right? With Dre Bryan. I think Dre Bryan, they put it up. And you see, if me, yo, me say, yo, man, I say, yo, me sorry, say, yo, me gadgets there now, whether amount of content but me can't get to make right now. Because my phone, me look at phone under pressure. Me look at phone under pressure, Jamaica. Right? Me have to know what me I do. You see what I say? What this? Oh.
Is it a sign that Team JLP...
No, not that. Daryl Vaz. I'm going to play Andre. I'll find it.
Then Jamaica, after he did that, he's coming to the people with favor. Quashi favor. See me, I drop asleep. I'm so tired. But it is my duty to speak to the nation. Then in Jamaica, he comes with favor. With these hyperlooted things to say that it's not going to affect who drink more than poor people, who smoke more than poor people, who go a bar more than poor people, who is not earning the poor man, who is not producing the poor man, who is the third-hand consumer, the poor man. The poor man not produce, the poor man not bill, but the poor man is consuming. So it is going to be so difficult on that poor man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not an economist, but it is simple rational reason.
Yes! Not to be a genius. Not to be a genius, you know.
Jamaica. And I'm going to look and observe all the duty concession that the public sector workers will get, you know. That's stop, you know. The duty concession, the duty-free concession that the public sector workers will get. That's stop.
They must search for money everywhere, brother. Everywhere. Everywhere.
Be prepared for what is and for what is to come, Jamaica. Be prepared. I'm really saddened by the realities of what is happening in the country. But I told you months ago, hardship coming.
Hardship.
Hunger coming, famine coming.
Drought.
And that's why I spend most of my time on my farm. All tomorrow after I finish market, I just go make sure the air set up and my team members are here to sell. I'm gone on my farm, Jamaica. Because food security is important. When we look at my baby chicken, they can see how them turn adults now. They are no longer chicks, they're adults. Ishmael play the chicken them and make people say, oh, my chicken them are catapults. We want to show them the farm too. This is what. Show it, Ishmael.
Finance Minister Favour Williams
them. You say tax the sugary drinks. Yeah, tax the sugary drinks. But what is going to be the alternative? That crosses song for a while. Even because the more you make it come in a spirit, it actually aggravates it.
A true man.
Just school. But I am going to ask again, Jamaica. I am going to ask the people again. How do you impose taxes when half the country cannot earn? You are saying impose the taxes on hotels. So a hotel room is going to be more expensive. A chubby, where the picnic with a drink at school, where have $20, $30 more penny. How will...
Yes, so automatically I got affect the parents them already can send their kids to school. But more, I wanted to find this clip, so I look for it. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to this TikTok video and big up the person that made this. You guys on TikTok, please don't stop. When I see the video, me I share them, me I repost them. Because I want people to keep looking for the content. You understand what I say? If you look for my repost, anytime I go on TikTok, I know nothing normal. But listen to this.
In producer?
Listen to this.
Is the story?
You need to get that video.
We were able to come out of that meeting and go to cabinet to get an approval to loan the JPS $150 million immediately, on the basis that that money would be used singularly for an advanced restoration, taking us from April and May next year to January to February 2026, which means that we'll be saving 3 to 4 months, 3 to 4 months on restoration.
A few moments later,
we here at JPS are acutely aware of the approximately 17,000 customers who remain without power. And our target to have access to the grid between March and April of 2026.
Wow.
So Jamaica, did Daryl Vaz lie to us? Did Daryl Vaz and JPS lie to us? Who lied to us? Did somebody lie to us? According to Daryl Vaz, the reason why when I give the JPS the money is to move the trajectory of getting electricity quickly to the people by January, February. We're in February and now they come out and say April. Then April is going to be June. Then in our hurricane season again. And people that don't have homes yet, still homeless, still in a darkness, now no water, is going to be looking at another hurricane. While the government is scrambling for money in the budget to the point where they might tax the hell out of everybody who can get taxed. And telling us that, well, everybody who can get taxed are poor people. And telling us that they didn't have no other option. Ladies and gentlemen, the devil is a liar. They meant February in the multiverse. Backside. No, that one they bad. Petro, where you find that one they from? You know, say you watch cartoon like me, Febby, what's up? Bless up. My goodness. They mean February in a multiverse. You know, say, alright, you know, say, I'm going to play that back again. Wait. Make you play that back again. I'm going to stand corrected, you know.
The story is?
Yes.
We were able to come out of that meeting and go to cabinet to get an approval.
Yes.
To loan the JPS $150 million immediately, on the basis that that money would be used singularly for an advanced restoration, taking us from April and May next year to January to February 2026.
Oh, so you did actually put a date on it. So you can't build the multiverse. Him said the date. So, no, land. So you tell me say the date in the multiverse. And this I want different dimension when I talk about. Yo, somebody say a fortnight. No, you have to take bad things with Jamaica. Because these people will stress you to the point where you have high blood pressure, hypertension. Like literally. Doctor Strange is one of your favorite movies. Jeremiah. Yo, Virgin, the man them evil and wicked, bro. So the money did not need to be loaned to JPS, yes? Because it did not facilitate the urgency in which that they stated it was for. So the people is going to get light hopefully by April and May and June. Hopefully. Not a guarantee. Because we already gave them 150 million US. That 150 million US, ladies and gentlemen, could be used in the budget instead of taxing the hell out of it. Like what Andre said. That's why I wanted to find this clip. I don't know where we can actually find it, you know. But I'm going to record. I'm going to record it. For Andre's show. Mighty God, let's go back. Listen to the reasoning.
You chose Jamaica. Ishmael, ease me with that crosses song for a while. Yes. Because that is what you are telling the country, but you are not telling them. You say tax the sugary drinks. Yeah, tax the sugary drinks. But what is going to be the alternative? Who chose Jamaica? Ishmael, ease me with that crosses song for a while.
Mighty God.
Because the more you make it come in
a psyche. A true man.
Just school. But I am going to ask again, Jamaica.
Yes.
I am going to ask the people again. How do you impose taxes when half the country cannot earn? You are saying impose the taxes on hotels. So a hotel room is going to be more expensive. A chubby, where they pick me with a drink at school, where I have $20, $30 more penny. How will that child be able to eat? Will you be providing?
Who too corrupt?
But you can't provide it because you need amount the money through nutrition's productivity. So no good things, no the figure, they pick them and the part program under duress. What can go so?
Whoa.
So you give the criminal the money to go give him friend them. Because say I'm going to put on light and light can't come
Jeremiah, big up.
The country. Now you're going to say you need to
Jeremiah, just, if you can't send no gifts, you don't know. Tap up the screen and share. If you don't love the program, tap up the screen and share. And big up to my gifters them. I don't know the goal. I don't know the goal. We need to get to 50,000 likes. And that's what I aim for. 50,000 likes. And we can get it in the next 20 minutes. Just go and tap up the screen. Jamaica do man that wicked JLP government. Why more? You know, say that's why God have got to intervene for us on our behalf. And listen, we're not just talk about Jamaica being doomed financially, you know. Spiritually, Jamaica is doomed under Jamaica Labour Party because of what these people are involved in and in terms of necromancy and all type of something. Spiritually, Jamaica is doomed. And if we're doomed spiritually, it's doomed totally. Jamaica is going to be bowing, you know. Jamaica will be put to its knees because we have been disobedient. And all these politicians, all of them are get exposed. That is supposed to be exposed. All of them. Jeremiah, big up yourself, but watch out now. May I show you what the gift from me really want to endorse right now. Yeah man, we need at least 80 of them. So I go pin it. 2 persons send me 2 already. Yeah, see it there? And that one there. Here. Look at donut something there. And that TikTok, so we need to get one portion of. Consistent decline in tourists coming. Yeah, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. Because the stress, you know. Let me tell you, listen, Jamaica, a whole heap of things brewing, you know. Remember that there's tree brewing, you know. Remember that the apostle talked about the lockdown, you know. The digital attack, you know. The blackout, you know. On the world, but more importantly, this side of the world, you know. The United States of America, you know. Remember Apostle Jeffrey Shutterworth. So, you know, these things they're in the wings. And it can happen suddenly. Jamaica is waiting to get a shake-up, an earthquake. We've gotten some small earthquakes, but they're about a big one. And then you have the weather, you know, the spontaneous showers that is just flooding out towns, right? Flooding out homes, flooding out, what do you call it, schemes, scheme developments. People are sweep off water off of them veranda while the rain fall. Remind me of one scene from Hurricane Gilbert Water come in this song. Water come in my room. Me sweep out some with the broom. I them think they are going on an hurricane there. Crazy weather patterns. Crazy weather. And all of it a judgment on the land. You see, the mock and jeer, the profit them, you know. And then I understand, say, the more no mock and jeer, the more God go mock way and punish way. We are get beaten, Jamaica. We are get beaten. And it was prophesied after September 3rd. Remember the last thing Peter Chambers said. Right? The man said, God tell himself, brush your very foot. Brush him very feet. Dust off the dirt of the territory of Jamaica. Because he has warned the people and they have not listened to God's word. You understand? Warn the people and they not listen to God's word. So, punishment, Jamaica, that's it. Straight up. Straight up punishment. You understand? That we are get. We are get it. Trust me, we are get it.
That's the people. You're an unconscionable set of people. Mighty God, we need a divine intervention. We're tired of the labor right. You decide to continue raping the NHT with $11 billion per year. You know how many people would have been able to get houses? You know how many teachers and nurses and police and soldiers now are being denied houses?
Now, in our greatest time of need to fill the gap where homelessness is concerned because of Hurricane Melissa, the $11.4 billion cannot be used by NHT. The same tax that we are paying where they accumulate the $11.4 billion, it's being used to fund the budget instead of fund and facilitate people having a roof over their head that has lost their homes. Kids, mothers, elderly, the most vulnerable, displaced, ladies and gentlemen, right? The same community, disabled community. God say use eat you got, and Joseph use rob part the sea. Oh, rod. Okay, sorry about that.
Because all of your plan is gentrification. You want to mad the natives of the land for them to be dispossessed and say, no, I'm tired of Jamaica. Let me go somewhere else. That.
Wanna hear that? Guys, look up what gentrification is. That's the perfect word. That's what the government is doing right now. This is subtle gentrification and genocide taking place. Because the pressure where they put the people on, they're going to lead some of them to suicide. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. You know? Unfortunately, in some cases, you know, it has probably happened already. I would pray. We don't pray for that to happen, but just look at the reality, guys. How do you see people homeless? The little that they are going to get anyway from overseas, right, is going to be taxed even more. Doesn't digital, they weren't very clear, but doesn't digital services have to do with when you go online and you send money to Jamaica? Aren't they going to tax it even more now? So the money, look at money where your people must send for you. But I'm telling you, we need to start depending on remittances. But I'm just saying the reality is what it is. Even those funds look like they are going to be targeted as well. So instead of your family send you, yes, the online remittances, instead of your family send you $100, then probably can send you $70 now. And when it look on 155 times that, I mean, mighty God. Crazy, right?
That is the plan of this government. They're not telling you the TikTokers and the YouTubers will be taxed. What is going to be taxed? Remember, we're paying tax already in the United States. Why then YouTubers must come pay additional tax when we're not working on behalf of the government of Jamaica? Google not powered by the Jamaica government. So why would I be wanting to take up my money, give the Jamaican government for something that they never produce? What can go Jamaica unconscionable setup.
The poor people buy the most and consume
it. Bolo a call.
Yes, Andrew, good night.
Bolo, what a wicked government.
Mighty God. Andrew, did you hear the Prime Minister said that this package would not pressure the poor? Did you hear that?
Yes, he said that. This package will not.
And when you break down the things that are being taxed, is what the poor people buy the most and consume the most.
Oh, yes.
So, you know, we can't give the man of credibility in no way, shape, or form.
He has lost the credibility almost 6 years now.
The man wicked and evil, brother. I'm not telling you that. So, when I just came into this space, I heard that after I placed upon the fire first. May I tell you, say, sometimes I wonder if she tell the truth. But I wonder no more, brother. I wonder no more.
He heartless. The man said he had no other choice. So, Bolo, remember, saying give the money to JPS, you know. JPS never need the money, you know.
But them not deliver the timeline where they say deliver. Because the money to JPS was supposed to get the electricity by February, and that's not going to happen now.
Them say by the end of April I got turn May I got turn June I got turn
June.
Hey, and then you're going to want active hurricane season. Plus remember say the drilling. Plus remember say the from week, you know, appear earthquake, you know.
Yes, and also the continuous rain. These rainfalls are causing flood, and it's not a hurricane. So, you know, there's a lot of things happening simultaneously. Where, I mean, so much people are still homeless. Why the man are wicked, brother?
You wicked bad Bolo. Bolo, bless up my brother.
Yeah, man.
You can't continue, sir.
Brethren, may I tell you, say the man wicked, brother. I mean, like, the level of wickedness are the only thing where we can debate at this point. Everybody can agree that Andrew Warner's government wicked. Him wicked, his wife wicked, the whole of the JLP them wicked. All we can argue about now is the level of wickedness. How much you want to grade them? Anything over 100% because they skyrocket that long time, you know. Then wicked and lie, Jamaica. Wicked and lie. Terrible virgin. Right? Hold on there. We'll go to this next clip here, right? As a matter of fact, I think I have it queued up already, you know. I'm going to play this. Find it.
We cannot continue like this in this country.
You know, we don't take taxation lightly. It is literally the last resort. But we have to present to the people of Jamaica a credible budget, meaning that the people looking on what we propose can have confidence that what we're doing will be to their benefit and will prevent future need for more severe taxation. So what we're going to do now, as the Minister of Finance will present, would be to put in place a package that does not impact the poor, that improves our health and general well-being, in addition to securing the revenues for us to be able to address the new demands placed on the government by Hurricane Elsa. I think the public should remember that the damage as assessed by international agencies, the high level of credibility is approximately almost $9 billion of damage, more than 40% of our GDP. So I don't believe that anyone could reasonably expect
Hashtag stop thief
without even a limited tax package. So we're not going to dwell on the taxation. It is something that, as I said, is the last resort. We have got 10 budgets without any new taxes. And the reason for the taxation is not because of government profligacy, not because of wastage or bad policy. It is because of our super phenomenal event, the third most powerful hurricane that the earth has ever produced, struck Jamaica and has caused significant damage, created more expenditure than we can accommodate in our general revenue, and therefore we have to focus on taxation. So I think, however, institutional framework, I think there's still a bit more.
Tired for listening. Can't take no more. Too much lie. Too much lie. We can't bother.
It was heart-wrenching listening to his explanation.
Can't bother. Too much lie, brother. Man too lie. They played a part there already.
Right? We have gone through this today. Right? Application of general consumption tax and digital services and
these are the tax papers, them. Listen to this.
So let us look what is going to happen under that. Let us look at all the bulletin points and that because that is number one. See, the Honorable House is asked to know the intention to apply GCT to digital services and intangible supply from abroad and consume in Jamaica. You hear that, people? So all those people, right, some of who operating social media, right, that is a possibility that, you know, it is going to affect that.
Yo, all hear this yo, brother, yo. Hear this man here combo, Keith Duncan, all for your father or for your family, them when a PMP, they're supposed to start turning at their grave. Keith Duncan urges public sector workers to make sacrifices in Hurricane Melissa. Why you not urge the politicians them to make sacrifices? Why you not urge Andrew Honest and in government to reduce them pay? All the people in Jamaica supposed to sacrifice when things go bad is the poor people them. The less fortunate people. Jamaica no enemy. The Jamaican people, these are the times when you mark the people them. Right? You need to mark the people them that come out in defense of the government and these things that they're doing. Every single person, them is an enemy. Them is an enemy of the state. Them is an enemy of the people of Jamaica and them well-being. Look at this man out of revolt. Keith Duncan urges public sector workers to make sacrifices in Melissa recovery. Turn up on the backs of the people them. Yo, man, I tell you them thing. And then today on Valentine's Day, I miss market me herself. Put up picture about love me more. Alright, with her lipstick, love me more. I wonder who she send that. Huh? Somebody said she want $85 million more worth of government contract. I know me say so. I want message me get her read. She want more money. Watch her. She want more money. Hey, mama. No. Jamaica mash up. Jamaica mash up.
Right? The person
Jamaica
who
mash up.
Airbnb, right, and processing through their respective website, right, and digital services, right, that is going to affect it. This tax that is going to, right now, digital services, let me break it down. Digital services now form a growing share of everyday consumption by Jamaican households and businesses. Many of these services are supplied by non-resident providers with no physical presence in Jamaica, resulting in inconsistent application of GCT under existing arrangements. So we are going in detail, people. Now, the rapid growth in digital transactions has highlighted gaps in the current tax framework. Can you imagine? Similar services may be subject to different tax treatment depending on whether they are supplied locally or from overseas, placing domestic business at a competitive disadvantage. In addition, the shift toward untaxed digital consumption contributes to revenue leakage and reduces the government capacity to fund public services. Well, we never know, you know what I mean? We were people who operating like, you know, the different social media sites.
Pause for your cause. The government loan JPS 24 billion and is now taxing us 29 billion. Mighty God. And then on top of that, we light bill high. Jamaica, let me read that again. The government of Jamaica, Andrew Honest government, loan JPS 12 billion. We don't get the light back the time when they say we get it back. So that is a waste of money. And I'm saying that categorically, with no fear or favor. Lending them the money was a waste of money if it don't do what it's supposed to do. In at the time where them say it's supposed to do. Not true? Okay. It says that and now taxing us US 29 billion to pay back JPS debt. Then on top of that, we have to continue to pay light bill and labor rights say them happy with it. Well-thinking Jamaicans, we cannot accept this foolishness. Big protest happening on February 19th for Andrew and his thieves to resign ASAP. You hear that? February 19th, ladies and gentlemen. February 19th. As a matter of fact, you know, I'm glad I caught that because I had that video queued up in a man for play it from out of 5%. I don't know what took place, ladies and gentlemen, out of the press. Alright. Where's that video? That one there? Hold on, I think I don't know.
Corrupt government cannot liberate the people.
No, that one there. My mother had sent me the clip. Here it is. This is the one, yes.
We showed out in their numbers and colors. Here's your Romano Lyons with that report.
Duke Street painted, seeing the spark.
Right now, the Sparks program with Donovan is sending a message.
When you see the labor right, them are one set of friggin' dopey bat. When you see that door, this a boy you talk about tax expected. When you don't have sense labor rights, when you not idiot. Boy, me I tell you, come like something wrong with Uno.
Something wrong with them?
A long time Andrew Wellness a tax out with blouse and skirt.
Listen.
Remember say Favor Williams come out and she tell we so they not take the tax from your peer. What them do, they spread out the tax by everything we buy. And that them do, this is why everything was expensive. So increase the taxes. Jesus mercy. It come like you don't see what go on. You don't have sense. You get up every day about one prime minister. And you want to not like Uno. You not act like say only the PNP that affect. It affect every single body in our country. Boy, I tell you, so when people lack of knowledge, you see when people lack of knowledge, it is a hell of a thing.
Hi Marjorie, how you doing?
It is a hell of a thing, boy. I feel sorry for Uno labor right. All you boy we attack, I feel sorry for Uno. I really feel sorry for Uno. Uno not even sorry for yourself. Uno not even feel sorry for yourself. All you not think about a party. And look what Andrew Wellness a do. Andrew Wellness.
Nikisha, big up.
24 billion and come a tax we. And
big up to all the ladies, you know, happy Valentine's Day. I don't really celebrate these things, you know, but I don't celebrate any holidays. As close as my birthday is to holiday, I don't celebrate holidays. Alright, but big up to all the ladies, them happy Valentine's Day. And even if you're alone, even if you don't have nobody like myself, yeah, you know, so don't have to love yourself, see me. Alright? Yeah. And don't get it on the feelings because some people do this and that. Let me tell you something. Never you envy another person for their life here. Because if you was to really know what is going on in their life, you would have feel sorry for them most of the time. Trust and believe that. We all go through our different challenges. Can you imagine being in a relationship and still be alone? Think about that. Live with somebody, you know, and you're still alone. You still feel alone. Mighty God.
Come on, tax we, you know, over 24 billion. Then that makes sense? So you take few money, you know, few hurricane money, give it away, and then on top of it, come on and tax me. And you're not happy about it. You're not fucking nincompoop.
Mighty God.
Jesus, you're not really let down. You're not really let down. I'm tired of you, man. You have a little bit of sense, man. People for fool, but not so.
True.
Labor rights, you not embarrass Jamaican people across the world.
Girl, true, man.
Shut on a stinking mouth.
Mighty
God. You know jack shit. You just a dunce. But you don't know nothing.
Play the tape, play the tape.
Stay out, man. Stay away from the media.
Play out, play the tape.
Jesus. Everybody talk about this and una say something good. Because Andrew Wellness never taxed we since 2016. It is a fucking lie.
It's a lie.
It is a lie.
I'm sorry for the curse words, but please understand the frustration. It is a damn lie, ladies and gentlemen. It is a damn lie. Alright?
Tax we. Them say it. I don't want to remind you.
Play the tape.
Take a listen to this.
Government, remember started, our policy is to shift away from direct taxation to indirect taxation.
What did I say, ladies and gentlemen? They did not give you any direct taxes. They used indirect taxes to tax out with caca. That's what they did. That's what they've been doing. This is probably the first time they're using direct taxes at us now. But they have been skillful in hitting us with indirect taxes that hurt the pocket. Yes! This was on all angles. Just in case you didn't know, this was on all angles. Why?
Instead of taking taxes out of your pay, taxes will be spread out on the things you buy. Taxes will be spread out on the things you buy. Taxes will be spread out on the things you buy.
You just hear Favor say it. You just hear Favor say it, and every day you don't labor right get up and talk about Andrew Wellness never given no tax, Andrew Wellness never tax away, and you stop it. You sound so fucking dumb. This man has been taxing us for fucking years. This man has been taxing out our clot. On top of it now, this man tripled the tax.
Andre, big up.
And on the out here, so I'm happy. On the for going, you will on the labor right, because of the lack of knowledge on the out here. Hey, well thinking Jamaicans, you have to take out Andrew Wellness out of parliament, You have to get up now, man. Rise up now, Rise up. You have to go out and protest. I'm just take this opportunity to remind you guys, on the 19th of February, we will be protesting outside the Supreme Court. I want everybody to roll out and support the team. I want everybody to come out and protest against this. This is stupidness. This is stupidness, man.
So you hear that, February 19th, outside of the Supreme Court. Yeah, man. Protest.
Jesus! Why may I tell us that I feel hurt? I feel so disappointed in the Jamaican people. You make me look like a big idiot on the international platform. You dirty king labor right. You have the race problem because you don't, and because you lack of knowledge. And you love blood clot chat.
Aye. Calm down. Ooh, mama. Easy there. Ooh. What how you call me? Alright, so I'm going to show you, give you an example of exactly what she talked about, because when I saw this interview and this ceremony, the ceremonial thing with them of the other day, with the labor them attack, I said, Jesus have mercy, we're in trouble, because this can't real.
And it was fanfare on Duke Street as supporters of the JLP and PNP showed out in their numbers and colors. Here's Romano Lyons with that report.
Listen to what the labor them say about the tax them, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to ask the rest of the labor right them. Does this labor right represent you? Does this labor right speak for all labor rights? Hold on there. Somebody send more requests. You don't see it now. Oh, huh? Mommy. Oh, wait, we're not talking about that. Should me say Mr. Small or something like that?
I called you.
Oh. Oh, yes. Listen to the labor right there about the tax them, ladies and gentlemen.
JLP supporters say otherwise.
Expected it or not a good time?
Well, we expect it.
Why?
Why? Question deferred to teammate. Why?
Why? Because I'm doing good. Let's see the best in me.
This is why Jamaica is Jamaican people will continue to suffer. Now, Marley, what's up? Sonny, how you doing? This is the reason why Jamaica will continue to suffer. Because you guys really, some of you You need for the better. You truly are embarrassing yourself and your family and the entire country going on live television speaking this level of nonsense. How do you equate the government doing good and them raising the taxes? How does that coincide? Government raising taxes means that they're doing good. The man asked the man, right? You were expecting the taxes. The man said yes. So the man asked him, why you expect the taxes? So he said, he asked the lady, why? So now he's tagging the next labor right into answering why they expect the taxes. And her response, ladies and gentlemen, is that the Prime Minister is doing good. That's why the taxes them high. I want to wonder why the people them we don't see the road that we are going down. Look at the road that we're going down, ladies and gentlemen, when these are the people. You know, there's an argument as to should some people be voting? Like seriously. Should some people have the right to vote? When I hear argument like this is where, unfortunately, this is where my mind goes. Because it is clear that them either uninformed or them is a cult. Them is a cult following. I've never heard of people in any other country go on television and say, you know that the Prime Minister, the leader of the country is doing well because he's taxing us more and taking more money out of our pockets. I have never heard that in my life, ladies and gentlemen. And to add insult to injury, oh wait, there's more. There is more. I cannot make this up. I will be playing this tape for quite some time. Trust me, I will be playing back this on my platform for quite some time. We have to move away from this level of ignorance. We cannot continue like this. I am worried, Jamaica. For the first time in my life, for the last few years, I've genuinely contemplated leaving this island. Genuinely contemplated looking to go somewhere else to make life because I don't see it in Jamaica doing it legally. I'll be a trappings. I'll be a criminality I work in a Jamaica. I'll be a criminal I thrive, starting from the top in a government. Peer criminals. Peer criminals being rewarded in the police force. Right? The man them get all these cocaine busts and then the man them stay suburbs now and I sell cocaine at CETA. Can you imagine? Superintendent getting caught with how much? The peer criminal. Jamaica. Peer criminal. And this lady, this is the man.
Why?
Why?
Question deferred to teammate.
Teammate, tag.
Why?
Why?
Why? Because I'm doing good. I see the bed, them honest, them fix hospital. No.
Jamaica, which hospital owners fix? Which right now I got Barbados go live in. Me I go link Dana Scott Matley somewhere shape or form for link me and Matley. Yeah man. Me need to go Barbados go live. Me can't deal with this, brother. Can't deal with this. Me can't deal with this, bro. Which hospital Andrew Jones fix? Which hospital? When? You mean Cornwall we should have never done it? We need back civics in our school. They never tell a lie. But you see, I shouldn't be surprised, you know, because one of the JLP leaders them say, selfish better than education. Selfish better than education. This is a selfish better than... This lady is a product of selfish better than education. Yeah, man. She is a product. The man beside her is a product of selfish benefit better than education. My God Almighty. We cannot continue like this. What do you mean, tax? I mean, if tax are going to kill you, brother? Of course, it's just the truth. It's just the truth. Sexy Renee, what's up? Renee, sorry. How you doing? Happy Valentine's Day to you.
I see the bed in my honest in fixed hospital, no police crying again.
Well, the ones behind her aren't crying.
No police crying again. Yo, it is amazing how much light come out of the lady mouth. She not say nothing. We are true yet, you know. Miss, you're too old for this. And what are we gonna say? That she's not lying. She's misinformed. That is the best we can do. She's terribly misinformed. But it's so blatant. The appearance of lies is just oozing from her mouth. It appears that she knows that she's lying because she cannot be this misinformed. Which Jamaica she talking about? Which police not crying? She watch the news? And I played the tape already, which I will not play again, of the police calling out the government and saying, remember that, you know, the budget coming up and we paycheck can't reach. Who remember that? Desi, you know you're doing?
Stand police and teacher and them way they run with Ghana America. Now them have to run come back because no one are better than yard.
Jamaica, which teacher and police we got foreign go live? And not illegally, by the way. We have them papers and they straight. And them a work and I make them money a foreign. Which one of them a run come back to Jamaica? Wanna tell me? Tell me which one of them a run come back. Man all left them picnic. Woman all left them picnic and now come back to Jamaica. You know what they're doing? They might try to file for them picnic to come to America and then place them. Which person leaving Jamaica in those areas? I have never seen somebody come on television and every single word that come out of their mouth is a lie. This lady has created history on TVJ. Only Andrew Jonas alone must do that. Only Andrew. I can't believe this. The lady said, no, everybody wants to come back because no one no better than yard. Huh? You know how much people are living in cool? Look how Jamaica warm and nice and everything, and you have the beaches and all of that, which you can't even access some of the beaches because I'm a black way. That's our next conversation. But I'm just saying, with all the beauties, right? All the beauty there, ladies and gentlemen. Right here in Jamaica, we have so many people running away. Did you guys see the article? I posted the video on my platform on YouTube some weeks ago, a week or so ago, when Tufton was talking about asking the nurses to come back home and begging them to come back home. There's a very established nurse in America, almost in Canada, that put out a whole article saying, listen, we're not coming back, you know. The lady was able to increase her education. She got married. She had children. And she's still taking care, build house out here in Jamaica. And still taking care of family. Living in a whole nother country. So who you think you're fooling? There's no credible offer that the Jamaica Labour Party can offer. No, they're just not going to do it. There's no credible offer that they're going to offer teachers, nurses, doctors and so that are overseas working to come back home. And then, listen, they cannot trick them into, oh, you are supposed to be a patriot and you are supposed to build your country. Because we see that they have not sacrificed anything. Since the pandemic, when you see the last trial where them go, in terms of the suffer the people, with the tax them, again I ask the question, Why hasn't the government reduced their pay? Why haven't they reduced the money to 30% from everybody's money? I am certain if they was to go and ask, if they was to put that in the parliament and propose it, the finance minister proposed to parliament that, listen, we cannot ask the public sector to sacrifice, and we are not sacrificing anything. So what I propose is that we take a 30% cut off our pay to fund the budget. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And we're going to do it until the country gets back on its feet and we actually grow the economy. That's what you call challenging and putting your money where your mouth is. Challenging the actual political will of the politicians to get creative so as to get back their money up. I can tell you this right now, ladies and gentlemen. When I used to work for people in different capacities and establishment, right? I was already motivated by the fact say I'm gonna need my paycheck to do the things that I need to do. So let me do my work properly. So what? I always can get my money. There's no reason for them to say, oh, I didn't work effectively enough for me to not to get my money. I always decided that, listen, I'm going to work the best I can to make sure that they know that I deserve this money, and also I deserve a raise. I was always working to get a raise or a promotion. Always. Because I was never the type that wanted to stay in the one place that I am. I want to always elevate. So now, exactly, and I can always retain my job and have a good reputation. Tell me, what has the Jamaica Labour Party done these last terms that actually have you, the Jamaican people, saying, you know what? They deserve that third term, honestly. And now, since they got the third term, what have they done and sacrificed for you to say, you know, these people really care about us, you know? They really care about us. All them do are cut ribbons, Jamaica, to unfinished projects. That's all they do. How is the water project going, by the way, in St. Mary? St. Mary people, about the water project I go. When you remember when Andrew Jones and such man, they go up at the place and one pipe, they have water, and then the man them take with the pipe them afterwards, them done with them whole ribbon cutting. Do you guys have water in that area, St. Mary? Okay. Alright. Tell a boy.
And so forth and blah blah blah. We're making up revenue. You understand? We are obstructing government from making their full all of revenues. What is this? This is madness. This makes no sense. The proposed reform is guided by the destination principle and internationally accepted standard for consumption taxation. Under this principle, GCT applies where the service is consumed rather than where the supplier is located.
Marvin, big up.
In practical terms, this means that digital service consumed in Jamaica should be subject to GCT in the same way as local supply equivalent services. You hear that? So all YouTubers in Jamaica, you hear that? You are going to be affected, right? Persons who operate Airbnb, you are going to be affected. I wonder what God just meant. Believe you me.
Angela, how are you doing?
This is totally suppressive. The
What's
application
up?
of GCT and international digital services and intangibles is expected to have a positive revenue impact. Once fully implemented, the measures is expected to be fully operational in calendar year 2027. However,
Happy Valentine's, ladies. Happy Valentine's. Donna, how are you?
Yield is roughly $300 billion in a people. $300 million in a people. $300 million. Now, effective date of implementation is during the fourth quarter of the 4th year 2026 and 2027. Right? We can go to now special consumption tax. Levying the special consumption tax. And
before I go to the special consumption tax, which is really what I'm going to talk about, to be honest with you, isn't this the tax that has to deal with the sugary stuff? Hold on.
Non-alcoholic sweetened beverage. Listen to this now, people.
Ladies and gentlemen, isn't most of those non-alcoholic stuff a part of our importation bill? Somebody just mentioned agriculture, so it sparked my brain. Isn't our importation bill doubled now since 2016? So with the hit on agriculture, isn't it going to go over the doubling? You feel what I say? I believe it's going to go over the doubling. Oh my God. Ooh, excuse me, sorry. Yeah. So we can safely assume that the importation bill is going to rise. But then in terms of the importation bill now, the imported goods that are here that are sweet, they're going to be taxed. So we are getting, listen, mighty God of Daniel, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. You guys really don't understand what is happening right now. It hasn't hit some people yet. It has not hit some people yet. Yo, I heard Mystic Sensation say it, and I agree. Andrew Honest government is the type to stick a knife in your back while saying, listen, this is the only way. Listen, you have to sacrifice for the goodness of the kingdom. Them not stop themselves in them back, you know. They must stop you, the people. You understand? Petra, careful, you know. Oh, you're sweet up. No, never mind. I'm joking. Oh, you're sweet up, Dana. No, but them man are wicked, bro. Them man are wicked.
A special consumption tax will be introduced under the General Consumption Tax Act on non-alcoholic sweetened beverages. So anything that you drink with sweet in Jamaica,
done.
Deal with sugar, right? With soda, non-carbonated or carbonated, it just warm up sweet. Any little sweetness in it, you don't have to pay for the sweetness. When you're in Jamaica, anything sweet, what carry any taste of sugar, whether it's carbonated or non-carbonated, well, all who vote for Andrew Honest, so no become this year.
Trouble me, I trouble them.
See what I say, right? That he put in package that does not impact the poor. So none of this, no impact the poor. People, if you're not busy, come here. If you're not busy, come here. So none of this not impact the poor. Look what he did and said, right, his implementation does impact the poor.
Can you imagine?
To show that this man is just narcissistic.
Yes.
This man is just evil, 100% evil.
100%
right? The Honorable House has been advised that SCT will be introduced under the General Consumption Tax Act and non-alcoholic sweetened beverages, right, for these measures. Right, the non-alcoholic sweetened beverages are defined as all non-alcoholic beverages containing added sugar or other caloric sweeteners, as well as beverage containing artificial or non-nutritive sweeteners in broad meaning. Broad meaning, so that means say, from once you drink something sweet, any sweet in it, you understand, you have to pay a fee. But carbonated, but this is extremely cool. And you what the man come out and say on the first day, that he put in a package that does not impact the poor. That he does not impact the poor. When you look at people, go down. The primary objective of this measure is not only revenue mobilization, it also supports broader public health objectives. So in go on, and these guys now say, you understand, you must try to help Jamaica from being obese. You understand? And deter people from drinking sweets. But at the same time, His government is not making any way, you understand, for any alternative as it relates to provide something, you understand, that don't have to deal with almost.
So Georgina, you never there watch me all the time. You say, me still live? Yes, me still live. A whole heap of things to talk about, you know, with this tax thing, you know. What do you, man? You have to make sure, say, it things soak in our people, them cranium. Right? This is not gaslighting. Right? We went through Mr. Ralstonheim and some of his take on the situation as the man. That is the guru when it comes to the finances here in Jamaica. Right? I'm going to tell you the cold hard truth. It no matter if a PNP or JLP, they in a power. Ralstonheim on the business. Ralstonheim used to be the biggest critic of the People's National Party. Biggest critic when them did in a power years ago. Them used to say my JLP at the time there. And now he's being the honest critic that he is right now. I know that they're saying he's PNP. So you can't win when a company up because people label me, you know. But really and truly, me is a patriotic Jamaican. And if I see somebody doing good, me just go say them do good and call a spade a spade. You feel what I deal with? And when you compare Jamaica Labour Party to anybody, anybody else look like a shining star because them look like the dark abyss on the road to hell. You understand me? A Jamaican first. Feel me I deal with? And me understand and respect Mr. Mark Jefferson Golding. 100%. I never met the man. But when I look at the reality of Mr. Mark Golding, and before I go there, guys, 20 Melissa victims still in Hanover shelters. There's 20 people after 4 months that are still in shelters in Hanover. And the government is beating their chests of a wonderful job that they have done. The government is taxing the hell out of us and telling us they didn't have any other alternative. Ralstonheim says, no, I don't buy that. I didn't buy it either. But sometimes I reserve my comments and wait until the professionals them that know the thing explain, and then I go, see, there it is. There it is. 20 people in Hanover, shelter people, may I tell you. And then there's some news on Mr. Mayor, the former Morant Bay Mayor, right? Is freed of assault charges. And remember, Hubert Williams. You see those things, you know, that, hey, may I tell you, say things to them man are easy. Now back to Mr. Golding. Mr. Golding, ladies and gentlemen, his life, he's a made man. Caveman, big up. Mr. Golding is a made man, you know. Mr. Golding has the type of, I'm not even talking about his money. The man is so blessed. The man have the type of marital success that people crave for, first of all. And that is the first good sign of a good leader. When you can have that type of success in your marriage, it bodes well when it comes to managing the affairs of a country. We can't say the same for Andrew Honest. Moving right along. I have never heard anything negative regarding the man's children. Never. Even before politics. That says a lot about the man and his wife again. How them grow them picnic. You heard what I said? Yeah, man, it says a lot, man. It says a lot. Secondly, and most important, well, thirdly and most importantly, among other things, his antecedents. He comes from a mother and a father that also was married and also loved each other. You see that type of environment? it creates balance in the characteristics of an individual that grows in that environment. Surprised Astro Nation says, big up Bolo, enough blessings. Up PMP, big up Mark, enough blessings and respect. Respect, right? Hey, blessed child, how are you? So good to see you. Hope all is well. Happy Valentine's Day to all the ladies coming in. We're at 18,000 likes. We still did want to get some more likes. I've been on here for 2.5 hours, man. I think we would have passed the $50,000 mark already in terms of the like button. But hey, you know, thank you to the persons that keep tapping. I just hope that everybody could join in together all at once and get that 50,000 mark over with, and then we can move on. You know what I mean? Right? Anyway, so his parents were servants of the people. Like the story of Mark Golding's father, even coming to Jamaica. I mean, it was like a heavenly accident. I kid you not. It was literally like a heavenly accident. Right? It was like it was supposed to happen. It was ordained. Right? So the disabled community has benefited tremendously from that family. They have been looked out for, taken care of massively. Mark Golding has continued his father's legacy. If Mark Golding, was not the man that I'm saying he is, Mark Golding wouldn't care to even continue his father's legacy in taking care of the disabled in the manner in which he has maintained over the years, long after his father has gone. His mother died recently. God rest her soul. Yes? So Mark Golding doesn't need politics, ladies and gentlemen. He's a made man. He doesn't need the stress and the disrespect in Parliament from a bitter Jezebel of the Speaker of the House that is bitter towards them because they have exposed the nasty corruption of the Jamaica Labour Party. Him don't need it. He could resign and just go live somewhere else in the world. Him don't have to stay to Jamaica. It is a genuine love. The man has charged himself with being a defender of the people. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop criticizing the People's National Party under Mark Jefferson Golding, because so far he has proven himself to me. I don't know about anybody else, because I observe people, you know. I observe their mannerisms. I observe their non-verbal cues. And the more questions you ask them and the more they communicate, is the better understanding they get from the type of person that you're looking at. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, if you did not know, Mark Golding is a genuine leader. He wants the best for everybody, even the wicked labor right them, but dislike him and despise him. He has proven that over and over again. He's better than me, I can tell you that. He's better than... I would never talk to Nationwide the way Nationwide deal with me. Mark Golding. If it was me, Nationwide couldn't get an interview from me. The man is such a gentleman. Even when them ask him if, you know, if he's considering retiring and moving on or whatever, he asked him. Let me find the clip, because I don't want to tell a lie upon them. Let me find the clip. BOJ TV. Let me find the clip. This lady, let me see if this in her evidence. Mighty God. Can't believe this lady said that. BOJ. The last question that they asked Mr. Mark Golding. See it here.
We're not narrow. If this, this is a construct that the government has put in, hasn't even got off the ground yet.
Don't speak as opposition leader?
Oh, deal with it. It hasn't even got off the ground yet, so I don't rate that at all.
I have to ask Mr. Golding, will this be your last throne speech as opposition leader?
Oh, well, I hope not. Time will tell, what God has in store for me, but I look forward to having many more, especially on the other side of the aisle.
So Mark Golding has clearly, humbly answered this reprobate, this snail, this slimy individual. Every single chance the man get, him had the weapon we farm in a nationwide to come after Mark Golding, Why the hell you would have asked the man something like that? Is this going to be his last throne speech? Where that come from? Where that come from? And here Mark Golding answered it as a man that recognizes the Most High. By the grace of God, hopefully not. I wish to have many more on the other side of the aisle. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Golding could go home, sit down, and enjoy his wife and enjoy his life, enjoy his grandpitney, and not have nothing to do with these reprobate. But the man has now dedicated himself in transforming and making Jamaica a better place. I can see it in his eyes. A better place for all of us to live and grow. I cannot say that about this present government and Andrew One is the leader. I cannot say that about nobody in the Labour Party. I can't say that about none of them. Listen how the man answer him.
Last throne speech as opposition leader?
Oh, well, I hope not. Time will tell, what God has in store for me, but I look forward to having many more, especially on the other side of the aisle, to continue the good work that we did in the last 5 years.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay.
Can you guys believe the man asked Mark Golding that? Every chance they get. The easy that they might try to plant dissension in the ranks of the PNP, using Damian Crawford or somebody else. The main target of Damian Crawford, because they know that Damian Crawford have ambitions to be the party leader one day. Them know Damian Crawford have many more years left in the politics. Many more years. Damian Crawford a young man. Hey Neeks, what's up, my baby? Right? But Mark Golding has excitingly and humbly stated that hold on there 1 second, guys. He has humbly stated that, Mark Golding has humbly stated that, listen, I wish to have many, many more years on the other side of the aisle. Donna Whittaker with the 20 to the super chat. Thank you, baby. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Somebody give me one of the ladies then give me a Valentine's Day gift right there. So big up yourself, Donna. Hey, that's why I tell Petra, say careful, Careful, oh, hey, don't steal my ladies. No, I'm just big up Dana here, man. Dana, see, you can write a message in the super chat. Them like when you contribute some messages in the super chat. Them, you understand? Not just send the super chat, but like say something in the message in the super chat. You understand? Yeah. I know in the church they have JLP and PNP in my church. Yeah, man, you have that in every church. Petra say, oh Lord have mercy. Sorry, Petra. Sorry, Petro. Sorry. I was joking though, but thanks for that clarification. Let me add you and Matthew as a moderator. Hold on there. Let me add you and Matthew as a moderator. So Petra, happy Valentine's Day, yeah? Blessings. I say I don't really celebrate them things, but you understand. Jennifer, big up yourself. Chantel is still with me, baby. Big up yourself, Chantel, in our place. I know some most of the ladies them supposed to I look for enjoy them bono no no.
A so-called diabetes,
go for dinner later and them something.
This year is the trick. Here the trick now.
Here the trick now.
The primary objective of this measure is not only revenue mobilization. It is not about only making revenue, right? But it also supports broader public health objective. The same way that Darrell Valls so I'm talking about indicated from enough. You understand when Darrell Valls, you understand talk about school bus and going to assist the children, you understand? They try to appeal to people's emotion, you know. When them
gaslight.
Put the knife in your chest, you know.
Ah, that is it. That is it. Zine, you hear what I'm saying? Them appeal to people's emotion while them put the knife straight between your chest. That is exactly what they're doing, ladies and gentlemen. The man, hey, may I tell you, say, music sensation, the man said it perfectly. No, look at you.
To experience elevated levels of obesity and diabetes. You understand? So it is not about the money, you know, when I mobilize. It is not about the pushing two and them dumb in your pocket and I take with every cent. And it is not about that. It is about obesity and diabetes. Think them can trick people. And sweetened beverages are recognized as a significant source of excess sugar consumption. Then you provide anything, you provide any alternative. Since you're so concerned, what are the alternatives that you provide?
Bingo.
Nothing.
Bingo.
What are the alternatives that you provide to avoid Jamaican from excess sugar consumption? What are the alternatives? Come out and tell us the alternatives. You are a vicious piece of shit.
Mighty
what
God.
Are the alternatives? Any reduction?
Hey, let me tell you something, man. This government has found a way to get under every well-thinking person's skin and get them out of character. The man them is so wicked and evil. The man they make all Mr. Mystic Sensation where usually compose himself after a curse. May I tell you, the man them terrible, brethren. And you know, the people that are crying out the most on the social media is not even the people them where feel it the most. Them live in Canada. But they're not thinking about themselves. One, them have family in Jamaica and the extended Jamaica is them family. That is our socialist think. That is our nationalist think. We are all one. Everything affects all of us. I have often told you guys, and for the newcomers, you might have not heard me say this before, but I would love to live in a country where everybody is richer than me. Yes. I want to be the poorest person in the room. Not that I'm poor enough, but I'm not the wealthiest. It would be so beautiful for me to walk around in Jamaica and know, say, any little thing with me have, nobody now try to stick me up and take it away from me because them well off themselves. Them have no reason to. Right? I'm not saying it would be a perfect society, you know, but I'm telling you, crime would be almost non-existent. So, Twitch said me sound like Michael Malley. Boy, that's the biggest compliment me ever get in my life. I've never really listened to I've never really got like his speeches or listened to him. But that is literally how I think. I've said it for years, I've been saying it. I've always had a Marcus Garvey mentality when it comes to the people. The views and opinions of Marcus Garvey, it's always to benefit the mass. It's never to benefit self. But each individual have a part to play in benefiting the mass, especially the leader of your country. Can we all say that Andrew Holness is a caring leader for the people. Andrew wants to care about himself. Period. Michael Manley was a great man. Marcus Garvey was a great man. And we had so many great women too. Big up Nanny and the Maroons. And big up all of the great women then that was behind the great men. And stood by them. And was there and was a part of their foundation, their firm foundation. And big up God for put those women in them life too. First and foremost. Right? Boy, may I tell you, Jamaica, boy, I don't know what else. I don't think you guys need any motivation to rise up and stand up for yourselves at this point in time. I'm telling you, this type of taxation hitting any country, hurricane or not, given the amount, when you look at all the money that come through the government, what? I'm not telling anybody to go and vandalize and burn no tire, but my God, the march should be on. Yes, man, the march should be on, man. From we here say brace for new taxes, ladies and gentlemen. You see, up a Parliament House should have full up. The whole of Jamaica should have up there. Every Jamaican should have pack up a Parliament House. And I watch and I listen. Yeah, man. What kind of tax them I talk about? And nobody leave. Yeah, man, make them walk out and look upon the people them after them put up tax and I talk about how it will not affect the poor. I have one big screen TV out the door and a couple big screen all about the place. And people still gonna listen to what them I say. But then again, when you look at the crowd that was there and the level of dunceness where some of them are going with, them probably wouldn't even understand what them I say. Or even try if you even understand. And then I take the rocket scientists. For you hear the man say them are tax. Non-alcohol, sweet drinks. That's pretty much everything where you consume on a daily basis. Where you pick the consume on a daily basis in Jamaica. When you hear the man say them a tax cigarette, you don't know what time it is, it get bad. Anytime you see them tax cigarette, it get bad. When you see man in tax alcohol, all of the people them love them special. Look like special I got turn extra special now. One special for how much money? 350 to 350 in most. Well, you can look for special reach 5 bills now. Almost. Yeah, man. You can look for special reach almost 5 bills. All of those things that they're going to be taxing are poor people. Poor people. So, when you use on the belly, I'm not talk about dance, I'm talk about regular bar. When you use on the belly, I make the abuse on the belly. When you see that work? When you use on the belly and vote in this government, well, they never get voting, but for the ones them that voted for him. When you use on the belly, make on the belly trick on you. And you did not vote for the PNP, sit down on the yard and make Andrew Holness thief the election, the government thief the election from the PNP. Through all levels of bribery. When you really do that, And that you really do. And then now, when your belly are going to pay you now, because your pocket are going to hurt you with this level of taxation. Mighty God. So children are homeless, can't go to school, and this is going to further compound the situation. People are homeless, now get no home. How them are going to build back through this taxation? And then the NHT money still a go to the government to fund the budget. Jesus. Hey, me I tell you, say, a different, a normal level of beat in the Jamaican Labour Party are going, you know. Me say when it finally sink in, Paula Sadler big up. When it finally sink in, a level of sufferation, we are going to take the people them, where them are going to feel. And guess what, Jamaica? I know normal amount of things are going to go on, you know, because it's going to get worse. I'm not saying this with any pleasure. It's just the prophetic word that is there. It is going to get worse. There's things that is going to add on to this. That's going to make it worse. And you will never hear the government say they are going to reduce their money. You'll never hear them say that they are going to take away some of the money from themselves and sacrifice anything. They are going to continue Jamaica. And on continuing to suffer in the people, they're going to use their propaganda machine to try and dilute the realities and hide the harsh realities from you. You don't even call them out, at least.
In consumption resulting from the price adjustment will represent a positive supplementary outcome. The Honorable House is being advised that sweetened beverages are widely consumed across income groups and represent a high volume, consistently traded category of goods. Data from the 2024 Economic and Social Survey of Jamaica indicate that domestic production of carbonated beverages increased from approximately 17.3 million cases in 2020 to an estimated 20.1 million. It has nothing to do, you understand, as it relates to your peer.
Yeah, they're not busy about your health.
You understand, and you want to prevent them, you understand, from being obese. Then if you want to do so and prevent them from being obese, what are the alternatives, Mr. Andrew?
Yes.
What are the alternatives that you put in place to avoid, right, the sugar?
And not just alternatives, but cheaper alternatives that are nutritious. Lady K, what's up? Mr. Incognito Wagwan. What are the cheaper alternatives? When Mr. Julian Robinson made an excellent point in Parliament. He said the income revenue that you'll be, getting from that tax, are you guys going to invest it in agriculture? I don't think they even thought about that. Listen, I mean, honestly, it's the worst government this we ever seen in Jamaica. The man them not focused on food security. In a time like this, remember, so we have WW3 pending, and they have not focused on food security to the point where our importation bill has doubled over the last, and they're going in the same direction, ladies and gentlemen. Them not change course. Them is like a falling airplane. Right? And them refuse to turn on the engine. The man them a crash land the economy, brother. Yo. A be a sabotage, No production in agriculture. For sustain even with exportation with importation bill them, fuel, nothing. Just look for the numbers them. It's all there. We far exceed, we import, cost far exceed, we export. You have members of the Jamaica Labour Party that have certain importation license for certain things that actually are cripple farmers in Jamaica from making money. That's something that Hubert Williams was putting out. We never hear Dr. Dayton Campbell say the agriculture sector need a total reform. Total reform. When you say Arbin Hill are one of them, not my word. And Mr. Incognito says so. And I mean say so. I don't know nothing about Arbin Hill. Only thing I know is saying lie. That's all I know. Because I recognize it for myself and listen to him in the parliament. Lie. Lie like sin.
Consumption of Jamaicans. What are the alternatives? Not one we don't have. It is all about, you understand, a suppressive tax system. Trust me, when we tell Jamaican people, say you don't have no love for them, them this is a joke. But welcome to crony capitalism, people. Because guess what? And him entire mini and them, you understand, thief and mash up the economy, Make we have to now go borrow $6.7 billion, And him do it, him see one do it, Mash up the economy with them corruption, with them thief-free. You understand, I'm breaching procurement and all them something. And him see one to tweet this, When you look on this, food beverages are currently subject only to a standard GCT rate of 15% and are not presently listed in the Act as prescribed goods for SCT purposes. The proposed SCT will be assessed on a per unit basis calculated based on the total liquid volume of each sweetened beverage measured in milliliters. Mighty God. We could just go straight down, people,
to the summary.
To the summary. We could go into the summary. Right? We don't need to go through them detail. We could just go them right away in the summary and see the damage. See the damage of people. Come, see the damage now. We could go down in the summary. So we could talk about now all the revenues that they are going to collect that impact 2026 and 2027, which is April, coming this April 1st, 2026, it is going to start. All of what is going to affect you first. Now we could go in here. Now, number one, application of general consumption tax, if you just read, and digital services and intangibles. See here, this is now $300 million in 2026 and 2027. $300 million. See, so we're not telling a lie. $300 million. Now, levying a special consumption tax and non-alcoholic sweetened beverages. So how much there? You might collect there. So much more draw down there. $10.1 billion. You understand? So it definitely target the poor people. This is a specific target to poor people.
Exactly.
Nothing of this people that speak in relation to him corporate friend.
No.
Nothing here, so. That have to deal with him corporate friend as it relates to tax increase.
Champion boy.
Love him. All of the big friend them, all of the elites, all of the capitalists them. Get where? See them? And you always make sure say them get to look through this. Nothing as it relates to any increase of tax threshold.
Patrick.
Where it
Manners.
Nothing. He protect them. Who it?
Okay, well, so I'm good. I'm not good on YouTube though. I see nobody say nothing to me on YouTube. YouTube. Oh, come back now.
Increase special consumption tax.
Mikey, big up. Big up, Mikey. Mikey Natural. Hold on there. Hold on. See if I'm Mikey Natural. No, it's a different Mikey Natural. Okay.
$1 billion. What's this? Modification of 20% duty concession on motor vehicles for public officials. Right? 1,300 million to get 3.6 billion from that. Increase the GCT rate on tourism activities to the standard rate of 15% up to 10% in for year 2027 to 2028, he make sure say, all right, them not pay nothing 2026, you see that? Nothing. Continuation of the annual transfer of 11.4 billion from NHT to central government. See there, $11.4 billion. So this is how wickedness here continue. So he make sure say him continue the drawdown for NHT. Right, which is exactly which belongs to people. Which belongs.
Hey, Mystic. Hey, you have to go give wife you a microphone, you know. Yeah, man, cause me I tell you, says enough time she make some solid point, you know, brother. In her background there, you know. Solid. She a click on all cylinder, but you don't know. I two brain is them. Enough time in there, and I talk, and I tell her, so she catch something in her, and I say, wait. I wonder if people ain't hear Mystic wife and what she say. Remember, I said the $11.4 billion is not tax money that, you know, not savings that, you know, we're supposed to benefit. We are contribute to NHT, you know. So we can go to Babs and say, all right, have the ability one day if you own a home through them. It's a pool of money where they there for try to benefit the Jamaican people them in owning, for increase home ownership. The man them take it to fund the budget. And the only reason why it was used to fund the budget was because of what JLP did in not passing none of the IMF tests, them not even attempting it and destroying our credibility. So the austerity measures them, when Mama P, they have to go through, which she was honest with the people about at the time because that's how them do things. The People's National Party. If a bit of medicine, I'm going to make you know say a bit of medicine and the reason why. And you remember when the JLP was jeering the PMP, say all them do a pass IMF test. We can't believe say Jamaican people are really so uneducated that we allowed them to even have the audacity to say that to the People's National Party. And uno really vote against Mama P. And a Mama P bring me back and bring the economy back after them destroy it. Jamaica continuously get misled by propaganda from the Jamaica Labour Party. We need to wise up, man, and rise up, man. And stop allowing them to manipulate, you know. Right? They are not good stewards of the economy. All them do a borrow. Right? Borrow the money, the capital budget that you've spent for. You know what the capital budget is for? And they might underspend the capital budget. How can you have an economy growing when you're underspending the capital budget? In our era where the hurricane them so wicked, the capital budget is a defense to build through the infrastructure so we can actually, have a better defense against these monsters that are coming through the Caribbean. More than likely we are going to get hit by a hurricane, brother, or a tropical storm. And right now, the look rainfall them a bit too bad. For sure you how the infrastructure in the Jamaica is so vulnerable. We are at a stage critical. Several crises are happening in Jamaica simultaneously. You know? We have a health crisis. We have a road crisis. We have an education crisis, just in case you don't never know. We have a birth rate crisis. None of the women are interested in caring for none of them. Most of the women, especially young women, are not interested in bearing any children and bringing forth no child. And there's a multiple amount of reason for that. And the government has to take some responsibility. I saw them interview two young ladies at a school, I think it's UTech. They're not interested in no pitney. Them say if the government pay them millions and billions of dollars, then we have pitney. But life hard. I saw them say, I don't mean say that. That's what the young ladies say. Albeit they could be a part of that community, but I'm just saying. the reality is that a lot of these younger people not have no interest, not having no youth. Not how things is going, ladies and gentlemen. As a matter of fact, if I'm being honest, when I was, you know, younger than now, right? You know, me say, boy, mommy, I don't know anything, but the way things are going, I don't see how you're going to get a grandchild, you know. Right? Because my thing was always this. Learning from my surroundings and other people. I observe families, I observe men and women, right? And the regular complaints. They can't afford it. That's what I'm saying. And when you look at the Jamaica economy and how bad of a shape it was and is now, even worse, right? You don't see no real growth. I'm going to tell you, say, Andrew Honest was given the keys to the city, you know, by the Jamaican people, you know. That's why they were so excited talking about 5 in 4. Who remember? 5 in 4 was not a pipe dream, you know. They could have done it, you know, but they didn't do the things to do it. Because they must scrape Jamaica. They must scrape. Because them scraping, the money was used to actually grow the economy and do the right things. You know. Poof. Like magic. Scrape them and scrape Jamaica. Scrape them and scrape. $11.4 billion, bro. Our money. Gone in at the back in the budget. When the intention is to help people to increase home ownership. How much are you right now in yourself, honestly? Minus the intervention of God. Because that's the only way. Can see yourself owning a home in Jamaica. How many of you living in Jamaica, not living outside of Jamaica, not going overseas to work? How much of you right now, with this economy and this government that says it's prosperity, how much of you right now can look into yourself and say, you know what? How many of you can look and say, you know what? I am optimistic. I am optimistic that we are going to be rising to the point where we can own our own home and we can leave that legacy for our children. How many of you are optimistic of that? And even before Hurricane Melissa, how many of you are optimistic of that? And then now Hurricane Melissa has come on this tax package. Wherever you were, are you feeling more optimistic? Or are you feeling less and less and less and less and less? Are you cynical about it? Where are you? I would lean more towards it's doom and gloom. It's doom and gloom, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
People save it, right? But at the same time, what this does, it actually changed NXT original mandate.
Yes.
The NXT original mandate was for NXT, you understand, to be able to build low-income homes.
Stage critical,
right,
alive.
for contributors. But if you are going to take $11.4 billion, right, every year from NXT, it is going to now incapacitated NXT, you understand, to now still continue to deal with low-income homes. So this is what being taken out of NXT, $11.4 billion on a yearly basis. You understand? Which is going to affect that. And that is one of the reasons why, when you look at NXT, since Andrew wanna start to do this, NXT is not able to build low-income homes, right, for those poor people who are contributing, right, to the home. Can't afford to do that because of what Andrew Wallace is doing doing. So when you look on the 2026, which is April 1st to March 31st, the total of tax they collected, give these people $29.4 billion. Between the period 2026, right, to 2027, March 31st, right? $29.4 billion. Now look over here and now. Application and general consumption tax and digital services. Now, 2027 now is where it is going to be now fully kicked in. So April 2027 to March 2028. So much them intend to collect, yeah? $4.2 billion. Mighty goodness upside. No. What? So poor people can't be no little hustling. For people who dealing with the Airbnb, right? And people who are doing...
Hey, me say the man them been a fight the Airbnb, you know. Them been a try push out the Airbnb, them out of business, you know. You remember when Edmund Barlett they come in a parliament with them proposal? You remember when Julian Robinson they rise up and I say, hold on. But this thing I wanna put in this thing, I go. What's going on? How does it appear as if you guys are attacking these Airbnbs and trying to put them out of business for the big boys? Who remember? Who remember that? Who remember when Julian Robinson turned up in a parliament about it? I couldn't forget. And see it there now, the tax them now. Mighty God, if they not try beat the one way, they beat the next. What a cunning, cruel, wicked set of not politician. Eh? I know them are going to use it, say, a Hurricane Melissa are the reason. Them been did want to come off of the man them from them time till now. Hey, at I press of Andrew Honest. And when we talk about she know Andrew to a T. At I press it, labor right. Only no see say Andrew no have the law them put on a way to bite with them. He bag a law them when him knock. You see how the cyber security law they were vague. A part of them platinum, but them a plan and got a wipe. One by one they'll be going to jail. And we they want attack with the Cyber Crimes Act. Because the same media where they use for got in a power. And the same media where beat them bad now. They don't have control over the narrative anymore, ladies and gentlemen. As much as how the numbers them when me have right as so. No fit the numbers them of subscriber when me have. Every day me get new subs. And the conversation is being had in new circles about what this government is going on with. Based off of the facts. And of course my own opinions because of my lived reality and what I see around me. So when you have more of us coming out, like that's why I always encourage everybody else to come out and let your voices be heard, ladies and gentlemen. People talking about them afraid of the government, afraid of God. Don't afraid of government, afraid of God. God alone if you fear. And even if you have a legitimate reason to fear what they might do, well, that is more reason if you come out, come talk. Because if them don't do it yet, when them get certain powers, what do you think will happen to you? You're going to wait till the bully become more powerful before you stand up to the bully? You're not a joke, man. You're not a joke. Now is the time. No other time like now. It's the whole way I go back in a slavery. You think a joke? You don't see who these people working for. You don't see them now work for you. You don't see them now work for people. Them. Poor people. I know some delusional poor people, you know. When they even know say are the enemy them are support, you know. Enemy of progress, you know. Enemy of the people, you know. Them are raise up. Can you imagine? That's why the Bible says, you know, man, he without vision have to perish, you know. If you don't have vision, you're going to perish, bro. A one bag of new law he might implement. And I'm telling you, the final blow, ladies and gentlemen. The final blow. For them chopping all of them law the power. Remember, I said this government here implemented and needs that after 63 amendments or 60 plus amendments, when all was said and done and that bill was brought to court, it was deemed unconstitutional and violated the core rights of the citizens of this country. Just absolutely remember that after 63 amendments in Parliament, that means they come with the bill and then they are a debate and I say, no man, this have to change, this have to change, this have to change, this have to change. 63 of that. And by the time them done change it, it was still unsatisfactory when it was put beside and scrutinized by our constitution. And recently, when you see the brown one coming in a Johnson Smith, right? Go, ladies and gentlemen, went into Parliament and have tabled something about government policy. As if government policy should trump the Constitution. They always find another way to try and go around the Constitution. The pastor tell you already, the Constitution is standing up against this government like a man. And whoever them are work for, and whatever mandate they were given, them can't get to do what they want to do because of the Constitution, and they're finding loopholes. Them are like the devil. They not sleep. Them not sleep, Jamaica. Motivated to tear down the Constitution as it is right now. So when you hear Andrew Wilson talk about it's a dark day, I prophesy when I prophesy this theme dark day, the when I come with. No. We are at our darkest hour and we not even realize it. In this country. And a lot of people, chat in my chat, man. I want to so the PMP then go and them always array. And then the dark hour come. Just like when Pastor Peter Chambers is telling us, when you see a prophet dust off him very foot, prophetically that means disaster. And then, bloop, here comes Melissa after September 3rd. The most devastating. Only thing say, man, I want to stay there. I'm going for the year, man. I'm there about 4 hours now. I want to big up for yourself. I want to have a good night. Now going further. You must know, brother. You must know when I do Jamaica. February 19th. Them say, in front of the, what you call it? Let me see. Where at half I press. I still have that clip there? Yes, see that? No, I didn't on this one. No. No, I didn't have it queued up right or so. I had it queued up right here. Let me go to it. Yeah, this is the one.
Man, Jesus. Boy, may I tell us that I feel hurt. I feel so disappointed in the Jamaican people. Only make me look like a big E. Take it to the street. We have to take it to the street. Time come. Where is our warrior spirit? Well thinking. Oh no, this is Andrew Wallace like a well of idiot. I'm going to sit down and take this. Are we going to accept this Jamaica? Are we this naive and don't care? Never ask no. Are we this naive? What is going on? Where is our warrior spirit? Well thinking Jamaicans, we have to take it to the street. We have to take it to the street. Time come. Time come, Jamaica. Take in Mama San. Jamaica people. Guys, sorry about this, but right now I'm just upset. Enough is enough, man. I'm just upset. Right now. Right now. holiday and you come and tax the people them, you take up 24 billion and give it to JPS and turn around and tax we over $24 billion. Unless it's Andrew want to take a whole out for idiot. And we're going to sit down and take this, and we're going to accept this Jamaica. Are we this naive and don't care? On the 19th of February, we will be protesting outside the Supreme Court. And I want everybody to roll up.
Want to hear that? 19th of February, protest in front of the Supreme Court. Alright? 19th of February, 5 days from now. Oh, by the way, rotted, Pastor, something tomorrow. Eh? Nah, what you say? No, man, Pastor have a thing the 15th of February, man. You have one pastor, he send me the flyer. Hold on there. I must one different one that. It is from the 15th of February to 1st of March. Something I talk about. He did send me the video. I put you out in a couple of my video them. Where are they? Hold on them people, give me a second there. Let me just run off the ads here. Zane. See if I can find it. Supposed to dip on one of them video. No, not that one. Not that one.
Ladies and
let us be, let us be. Alright, you know, dip on that one then further down in the party. Maybe head boy, that one there. See that? Let me just drop this seed. No, sir. Father God.
Jamaica, get ready. This is Pastor Kevin McGinnis from New York, and I'm on my way to Jamaica. We're going to have a Holy Ghost miracle revival, and I believe your life is about to change forever. I'm calling all of you that are hungry and desperate for a genuine move of God. Holy Ghost Miracle Revival, February 18th, 19th, and 20th. I'll be there. The tent is going up, the fire is burning, and the power is real. I'm joining my good friend and brother, Bishop Mark Stewart, and we're going to be having revival on the grounds of the Rosemont Community Center in St. Catharines. If you're sick, get here. If you need a miracle, get here. If your family's under attack, get here. If you need a miracle, you need to get under the tent. Now, this is not for spectators.
What's up?
This is not a time to watch on live stream. You need to kill your excuses, because this is the place where miracles happen. This is where sickness breaks, demons go, addictions are broken, families are restored, and destiny is going to be unlocked. Again, this is Pastor Kevin McGinnis. Join me on the grounds of the Rosemont Community Center in St. Catherine every night, the 18th, 19th, and 20th of February at 7 p.m. Be sure to tag somebody, those of you that are watching on social media, that need a miracle from God. Be sure to share this video. Revival is not coming to Jamaica. Revival's about to hit Jamaica. We will see you again under the tent with Bishop Mark Stewart, February 18th, 19th, and 20th in St. Catharines at the Rosemont Community Center. Whatever you do, don't miss it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it starts February 15th. This pastor will be there February 18th, 19th, and 20th, I think he said. And it goes till March 1st. So, Rosemont Community Center in Linstead, St. Catherine. Yeah, Mark Golin and the Mark Stewart, sorry, and the Breakthrough family. Them on a serious mission, ladies and gentlemen. Serious mission. You understand? I've been putting this out for some time now since he give me. There's a few videos that I put it on, so people have seen it. I literally put it at the front of some of the videos them, so people that watch it would see it. You understand? And advertise it on my end. So, yeah. Linstead, Rosemont Community Center, Linstead, St. Catherine, February 15th to March 1st. Alright? Alright. Big up on yourself. That's my time. TikTok, the word is love. Continue to like and share. Easy, where you going with, bro? Easy, I don't know if you know, man. But the super chat is open. No, you're a man of the overseas now, so. You usually use, I was always looking for a super chat option from back in the day. Just let me know that it's here. It's here, my brother. It's finally here. After some time. What is this? The TikTok tell me say. Become TikTok friends with 10 viewers. Oh God, TikTok should have told me that a while ago. Hey, TikTok always give you some holy
Valentine's Day to comrade.
TikTok always give you some bag of directives to follow. But I gotta go, guys. Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the real always. All the wonderful supporters. I want to thank Donna, and also probably not here right now, but somebody sent me a 5 earlier. Shout out to the 2 donators. Really appreciate the love and support. All right, God bless you guys. See you on the next one. It's my time. Peace.